prepare your alcohol because we are doing a blame it on the alcohol. Thank you, V-Love. Make it rain if you love your owl. Dani, why do I need to start insulting you already? What did you do? What did you already do? Whatever. Hello, Ferricy. Hello, Right Uppercut. Hello, Blue Bella. Hello, Maria. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Spellcaster. Hello, Star. Hello, Joel Kitchen. Hello, hello, Blue Bella. Hello, Dani, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Okay, tell me, what did you do? Hello, Lacey. Hello, Christy. Hello, V-Love. Hello, Sigrid. I don't know if Ali Molly, I haven't seen her, but I'm going to say hi to Ali Molly already because if I don't, she's going to say, what am I, chopped liver? Guys, so much insanity has been going on. I don't even know where to start. Because, well, insanity is always going on in this sector, obviously. But, Jesus Christ. Hello, Polo. Hello, Tracy. Hey, between people now tagging each other and definition of racist words. We got it. Did you get my... No. Fuck. I went on Instagram. I'm sorry, Star. I will look. Hello, Chris Creek. Woo, chow. What the hell? Yo, woo, chow. For reals, man. So I'm going to start with the good news. That is the funniest news. Is that, well, Dani lost. We already knew that she lost against Kimmie, and she will lose against against Teddy. But yeah. So the last stupid thing that she decided to do, because she is herself and she thinks that she has every... Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm gonna go read them. I am scared. I am spooked. Ooh! I also saw someone send me that Steph, Ada Steph, was in Snoopy's chat. I was like, where did you come from? Like, is that a joke? Where did you come from? Is that you? Send me that? Oh my God, wait. Who sent me that? Am I crazy? What am I smoking? Yo, what is going on? What is she doing here? I was like, Steph, didn't she run away a long time ago? So sorry, man, Star. I get confusion sometime. Wait. There. Okay, I answered you. Okay. So yeah. Hello, Molly. No, it's not Cassandra. Cassandra is not Steph, from what I know. So wait, did Steph actually go up? Because I know she was in the chat. Did she actually go up? Okay, that will actually force me to look at this weird at Snoopy Doopy Doopy because I don't like listening to her. Not my fault. She's not a really interesting person to listen to. Ollie, what we're talking about, well, it's been 5 minutes, babe, so you have not missed a lot. I asked Dani why I was going to be mad at him. No, no, Snoopy told her to come back today. So far, not shown up. Okay, if she wants to talk about Ada, that would be absolutely crazy. Like, that would be crazy. Hearing Steph, I'm like, what? She's gonna talk to Snoopy about Ada, but when I had questions for her, she was all aggressive and fuck, and we literally stopped being friends because of the Ada situation. Well, this is just crazy. You are in the spoon storing mood. Why do spoon need to be stored? It needs to be a mood. What is that expression? What does that mean? What does that mean? Steph went live yesterday. Steph has a YouTube channel. You want to steer the spoon? What the hell does that even mean? Do you mean you want to steer the pot? Or is there like a steering of spooning that's going on? Are we spooning? What is going on? So yeah, for a reason I don't know, Steph is now back in the sector. So instead of pot, you put spoon. Dani, nah, we need you to drink a little less so that you can write sentence that actually make fucking sense. So, what was I saying before this moment? I have no idea what Steph is coming on to do. I suppose it is to talk about Ada. It's still weird as fuck. I have accepted this weird ass moment. And that's about it. That's all I can offer to people. That is all I can offer. Just what the hell? Like, what? I hope she finally did the fucking sticker. Like, they need to ask her if the sticker are still in system. Okay. Thank you, Asher. Hi, Asher. No, Steph was angry with Droopy and the chat. Droopy told her to fuck off and come back tomorrow, wig. What? Hello, Tanika. Hello, Kimber. Thank you. Make it rain, make it rain. If you love you, ow. Hello, beautiful Madgie. Hi. So happy to see you. Yo, Tanika, insanity has entered the chat, okay? You're part of one of my insanity has entered the chat because Snoopy Doopy Doo was was trying to do like, oh, nappy head mean this and showing messages between you and dropping the tea. And I was like, I need to talk about this crazy lady. Like, I need to talk about this crazy white woman who is using racism as a tool to oppress people. I'm like, you're weird, stupid doo. Okay? First, a racist bitch don't have the right to talk about racism. Okay? You're weird. Again. 1, 2. Why do you have a kink? Like, is it a kink? Like, is it a kink? Like, does she bust a nut every time she can shame someone for a racist comment? Like, what is it? Like, I'm like, you want to police people for something that you are the worst. You don't watch her? I saw the message, okay? And I was like, why is this white woman putting definition of what nappy hair mean? I was like, can you sit your bitch ass up and just stop? Do you know how weird it is to see this woman literally have nothing nothing else to do in her freaking day but find way to shame people for racism. I'm like, how about you, instead of shaming everyone for every little thing they say, how about you actually make a difference? Hmm? Because crying about what a white person said to a black person that was chilling with said white person, you are encouraging people not to fraternize together because they will be too scared to communicate. You make it impossible for white people and black people to just be chilling. If the black person in question don't give a fuck, who are you to make a fucking dictionary episode? Like, shut up. And of course, in her own chat, she had Darcy Diamond, who says a bunch of racist shit. Golden put it on her thing that she said Rasta B, something like that. I'm like, see, that's a black person talking about words that offend her. Why are you offended? Shut up. It has nothing to do with you. Go find people that are mean to Irish people and go fight against them. What is wrong with you? Yo, I'm like, she has people that are actually batshit crazy in her chat that said a bunch of racist shit in her chat. And I'm like, little girl, as a fellow racist that you are, okay? Stop it. Darcy said the N word with hard R on Polo's panel. There you go. And where is Darcy hanging out? At Snoopy. So, how about you, I don't know, stop acting higher than thou. Stop policing people. We already have one police and we need to get rid of her. Dani, we don't need you. Go take care of your kid. Go do something else. Then go and looking at. Hello, Sue. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, so sorry that this woman seems to want to weaponize race so badly. She must have had a blast, okay, during like the 2016 to 2020, 2021. She must have had a blast. Because that's one of the reasons that made me go like less left when I had my whole awakening with the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. Because I kept on seeing a bunch of white women using racism and saying weird shit that I was like, what is happening? Like, it wasn't about protecting black people because the black person is not crying. They are crying. I was like, what the hell? So you're just using that as a way to what? Feel better about yourself? Feel stronger? Feel more powerful? Have a reason to freaking complain on this day? Like, what is it? What is it? Hello, Buzzball. Like, what is it? What is it? Insanity, madness. Like, madness. I couldn't stand it that over police of people, a joke cannot be a joke, blah, 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 blah. And I'm shocked. And I'm sorry. Can people from the right let me know, like they're from the right, if you feel comfortable? Because I was attracted to be more leaning toward the right because of freedom of speech. Now I'm seeing a bunch of people from the right wanting to police people's freedom of speech. Like, what is going on, man? Can none of the side actually stand on what they believe? Oh God, that's why I hate both sides, man. And when I say that, I'm talking about what's going on. Thank you, Maria. I'm not right or left. Both sides of are corrupt. Yo, I was so disappointed when the left actually went up, and I thought all the beautiful thing that I was saying, about DEI and all of that. I was like, I was believing, and then I saw it was all shit. It was all bullshit, and I got annoyed. And now I'm looking at people from the right because, like, people kept on trying to cancel everyone for saying anything, which is what Snoopy Doopy Doopy is trying to do. And I'm like, Snoopy Doopy Doopy, I need you to up. But now the people that I saw, hello, Christy, the people that I saw being like freedom of speech, are now looking at a sketch from Trust Drewski. Because put a one in the chat if you ever watch or if you know of Drewski. He was the one getting sued with Jag. Like, he's a comedian and he did a sketch on Erica Kirk. And was it distasteful? I guess it depends on who you are. I laughed my ass off. But as I said, I believe in freedom of speech. Okay? Even if the shit would offend me, I believe you should have the right to say what you need to say. So I'm like, why you mean they cannot make that joke? Of course he can make that joke. It's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech. I hate people who try to police people. It annoys me to no end, which is why I don't like Snoopy Doopy Doopy. Because I'm like, yo, don't you have nothing else to do than to police people? Can't you find something else to rejoice about? Anything else? I guess not. I guess not. I guess not. Yeah, I'm not gonna say if Erica, how she's mourning, is it good, is it bad? I'm just saying I did laugh at the sketch. I do believe that, and I understand why some people would find it distasteful. But like when people were calling people from the left snowflake, well, that's it. Like, you will be offended, but don't mean the person don't have the right to do it. It should be simple and clear. But yo, Maria, shut. No, I'm sorry. The part that destroyed me was the I hold the Bible. Yo, I'm so sorry. Why don't she look at the camera this way? Why? Why is she doing that? But hey, But hey, like I said, Maggie understand why. Like I said, I'm like, yo, 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 yo. I don't know what she is, but at the end of the day, we have the right to make every joke we want. Drop me, girl. I'm hearing that you're a racist who is a drunk. Oh my God. I'm hearing so much stuff about you coming from the lady from Ireland, the crazy lady. And I mean it, crazy lady. Putting up freaking dictionary definition. I was like, oh, please, we are in the year of our Lord 2026. We know. We know. Relax. Jesus. Hello, Rolling Stone. Dani was a Rolling Stone. So yeah, I don't like Snoopy. Now, let's talk about the funniest of funny of funniest of funny. Our favorite crazy lady, Dani Robertson. Because she lost. So let's celebrate for Kimmie. Yeah, Kimmie. Yeah, Kimmie. Yo, Kimmie won. Kimmie won. Kimmie won. But I will explain because Maggie. Maggie knows her bitch. You know, as I know my bitch, I will explain to you what will happen because I've never been wrong concerning my bitch. Look at her. Look at her. You're adorable. Hello, Span. I will explain to you guys what will happen. I will explain. So, as we all know, right? Kimmie won on January 23, right? Dani tried to make it set aside for until now, never worked. Now they have a motion to appear because the damages need to be discussed between Dani and Kimmie and the judge. So, because Kimmie at the beginning of the situation asked for $400,000 and she won. She won the yes, Dani is guilty. But now the question is, how much is she paying Kimmie? So because of that, they have a meeting on April 14, okay, where Dani and Kimmie need to come physically, okay, physically to, let me read that. Yeah. So they will be going in court. They will be present in court. Okay. 400K. They're deciding. That's what she asked. She asked for 400K at the beginning. So Kimmie won. That is not even a question. Kimmie won every time because that's all Dani has been doing. Of course, she tried to make the case be dismissed, but the case is not going to get dismissed. Like, it's not going to get dismissed because Dani and her insanity of wanting people to waste time. Like, she didn't even argue with Kimmie. They never went and argued the case. It was just about being served. If Danielle Robertson was actually not a coward, it's not getting dismissed, Ollie. Okay. Maybe I'm not explaining it right for people to understand. Okay, so she won without having to go to, discovery and all of that. Because at the beginning, you need to be served to be able to go to court, right? A lot of people try to just never be served so that, well, you lose because you have 90 days to serve someone. Dani's strategy is to try to make it impossible for her to be served. But obviously she was served and obviously she knows about the lawsuit because she responds to it. So the first time that Kimmie got the default judgment, because if you're served and you don't respond, then at that moment you lose because you were served. If you're not served, you're never served, they don't find you, you go and hide in Tibet or something, okay? Then the case is lost. But she was served. So the first time she was served, she got it dismissed by arguing that she was not properly served. That's what also happened with Teddy. That's why when I said with Teddy, she was never served, is because she was served with Teddy and she got also a default judgment, but she argues against it. So then that first judgment is annulled and the process starts again. That's why I keep on saying that what she does is just make you waste time. But the end result is still going to be the same. It's just going to take time. And her wasting the time of people, she calls this victory. Like, that's what she calls victory. And I'm like, it's not victory. It's just you're wasting the court's time. You're wasting people's time. That's what she does. She drowns you in paperwork. She drowns the judge and bullshit case that she finds on ChatGPT. Like, that's what she does. She makes it so long, so stupid, so annoying. That's what she does. But at the end, you win. You will win. Her wasting the court's time is not looking good on her at all. Firisi, we're gonna talk about the chopper. Wait a second. We're not here yet. So yeah, with Teddy and Kimmie at the beginning, that's what happened. They served her, she never answered. They got a default judgment. So then they're starting to go further. And then after that, she goes and she says, no, it's not a default judgment. I was never served. And then after that, the proceeding starts again. So that's what happened with Teddy. And that's why I was saying that that's why she needed to appear so that she could get served. Properly served, that she cannot argue that the serving was done. So we're going to talk about the Teddy thing after because it's like more complicated. So yeah, with Kimmie, when the first default judgment was refused, the judge told Kimmie, okay, you can, because Dani, you know, she loves her anonymity. No, no, don't show who I am. I don't want to know who I am. I don't look. Okay, so the judge was like, okay, you need to serve her in those 3 ways. And then she will be considered served. Okay, like, shut the fuck up, you're served. Kimmie did that. She served her in those 3 ways, which was by email, by putting an announcement on the wall, and the third one was sending a letter somewhere. Okay, so Kimmie did all of that. She proved it. She proved it to the court. So the court was like, okay, you're served. You're served. She was like, I wasn't served. So she tried to deny that she was served again. So while she was trying to deny that she was served, the court was like, no, you were served. So did I say hi, Chicano? Hi, Chicano. So the court was like, no, you were served. So then Kimmie asked for a default judgment because she was served and she decided not to answer the case because Dani is what? A coward. She doesn't want to actually argue the case because she knows she's a whole demon. She knows that all she has are bullshit excuse, bullshit. Like, it's all bullshit what she has. She will take people argument from, oh, Madgie tagged someone. Like, she will take the most stupid shit and act as if it's like some type of gotcha. When this is a woman that sends police to people's house, that will strike you 40 times in a row. And she believes that you tagged me is a big deal. She's so stupid. Okay, she's so stupid. So yeah, the judge was like, no, you're served. You're served. Shut the fuck up. You're served. Okay. So then the time for her to respond was over. Kimmie asked for a default judgment. The judge gave her the default judgment. Dani argued against the default judgment. Because, of course, because that's what happened the last time. Oh, yeah, she twist and turn and waste her motherfucking time. So, yeah, you see here on February 9th, at the last minute, obviously, that's how she does that. She made a motion to set aside clerk entry of default. It was denied. Okay, it was denied. It was denied. Okay, no setting aside. You were not only were you served, but you fucking lost. Okay, you lost. So as you can clearly see on March 17, order denying motion to set aside clerk entry of default and directing plaintiff to submit a proposed order on motion for default judgment. Because while she has lost, we don't know how much will be granted and damages. That is the only question in this case. Dani has lost. She has lost. Okay? All of her wiggling. You lose. You lost. You over. You lost. So then, what she did, because wait. Is that when? I think that's when. Okay. So then they have a meeting now, okay? Because, like I said, she lost. Okay, she lost. She lost. It's done. She lost. Okay, she lost. It's done. She lost. So now they have a meeting in person to decide how much money is she gonna give to Kimmie. Like, she lost. So what Dani did, like a little baby that she is, she made a motion to appear telephonically or by audio only remote by Danielle Robertson. She made a motion because she's supposed to appear in person, you know, not with a mask on her face. She's supposed to take her 2 feet and put her ass in court to argue about the damages. Because if she doesn't argue those damages, Kimmie could ask for $400,000. She has already lost. Now the question is, how much money is Kimmie gonna get from her? That's the only thing that's going on right now. That's what the meeting is about. And Danielle, instead of obeying the judge who clearly told her that she needs to appear in person. Like, it wasn't a request from the judge. Like, it wasn't a request. It was a no, no, no. You're bringing your ass here because we need to know if how much we're gonna give to Kimmie. Like, you lost, it's done. Bye bye. Shut up. But she doesn't want to appear because she's Danielle Robertson. Okay, she's the most special of special girl, so she doesn't want to appear, obviously. So she sent that on April 3rd, 2026. The judge has responded. It's not there yet, but the judge has responded to the plaintiff. And lucky for me, I'm friend with one of the plaintiffs. So the judge has answered Dani. Let's read the answer of the judge. And I will tell you what I know my bitch is going to do. Hello, Sarah. Like, she lost. There is no question. She lost. Okay? No, that's not the one. That's the one. There you go. So, as I said, I'm just lucky. I'm friend with one of the person. So this was filed on April 9, as you can see here. So it should appear in Pacer tomorrow. Kimberly Smith versus Danielle Robertson. Order denying defendant motion to appear telephonically or by audio only remote means. Denied, 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 denied. Everything is denied. Of course, she's in denial because she's fucking Danielle Robertson. But as I already told everyone, the judge hates you. Both judge hates you. Why would they not hate you? You disobey the judge all the time. I, unlike your bitch ass, obey the motherfucking judge of Lady Letitia. And while I can explain why your bitch ass lost, you can explain why my bitch ass lost. You lost. Now, if you don't come, let's be clear. If she doesn't come to the meeting to discuss the damages, she is liable for 400K. 400K. So let's read it all together. On August 23rd, 2024, do you see how long it took without them even arguing in court? Because Dani Robertson refused to be served. Because she thinks she has some type of divine right never to be served. I'm like, who are you? You are a normal person. Who are you? On August 23rd, 2024, like, literally, guys, I'm going to put a poll. How did you prefer to lose a trial? By actually going and arguing in front of the judge or by playing Mickey Mouse? That's how much of a coward this bitch is. She never wanted to actually go to court, argue her case. So she lost like a bitch, like a loser. Like, how would you prefer to lose? I would prefer to lose by going to court. What do you mean I'm losing because I'm trying to do the Neo shit? Oh, we are not in the Matrix. You cannot just freaking do that. She is the worst. Hello, ADT. Like, sincerely, guys, how do you prefer to lose? By being a freaking worm that's hiding and hiding and hiding? Or do you prefer to lose by actually going in front of the judge and arguing? No. Do you want to be a worm? Is that what you want to be? You want to be a worm? Because that's what Dani is, a fucking worm. Always jiggling, 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 jiggling. Fucking worm. Can't stand her. I'm like, you didn't even lose with a real fight. You lost because you're a worm. That's fucking sad. How are you losing because you're a worm? Nah. How do you prefer to lose? Like a worm? Nah, sincerely. I'm like, this. She's such. Yeah, we are being rude to Worm. I'm sorry, Worm, but it's the best example I can find right now. So yeah, on August 23rd, 2024, Kimberly Smith sued Dani Robertson for copyright infringement, invasion of privacy, and defamation. Robertson evaded service because being a worm is not a real thing. You are in America. Go argue your case like an American. The fuck is that wormish behavior? And those dumbass Avengers are clapping. Okay, bunch of worm. You're a worm follower. You're a bunch of pig who follow the queen of worm. No, not even that, because the queen, I bet, is more badass than her. Warm up, turn it up, warm. I hope you're happy you're following a worm. Robertson evaded service because that's what you did. Yeah, let me know if you want to come up so we can dance. Okay, I'm tired of this worm taking the fact that she's a whole worm and acting as if she should be. We should be proud that she's a worm. Be served. Go argue your case. The fucking worm. Do we know anyone else that's such a little bitch? You're like, yo, go to court. Go lose. Go not lose. Go win. Do something. You fucking worm. Oh, thank you, Golden. Yo, I'm dropping the link. Golden, Cups, anyone that want to come up and celebrate with me that I am not a worm. I will go and fight my own battle. The fuck? Worm, I am not. Robertson evaded services like a bandit. So on November 4th, 2025, this court granted Smith motion for alternate services, which they granted 2 times. But because you're worm, the court allowed Smith to effectuate service of process on defendant by 1, emailing a copy of the summons, complaint, and this order to defendant known email address. Yo, including those used for YouTube counter notification and prior communication. LOMG. 2, posting notice on plaintiff's YouTube community page, tagging defendant known channel handle. And then, you know how much of a little bitch she is? She tried to say, hey, she cannot tag me because I blocked her, so I wasn't served. You're a bitch. You're supposed to be the big bad, big bad, big bad. What big bad? What big bad? Fucking worm behavior. Freaking loser. Yo, put your tackle on, man. Oh. We're talking about the queen of worm here. No, more the bitch of worm. The fuck? Can you imagine? Someone is like, she's evading services so much. She's like, you cannot serve me because I blocked you. Nah. Do you have no shame? Where is the shame? Where is the embarrassment? Fucking worm. Hello, cookie? Fucking worm. And that's what the Avengers were like. She won. She's cool. She's so cool. She's so cool. She was never served. She was never served. She was never served because she's a worm. Because she's scared of going to court with people because she's a worm. Celebrating that. Only pigs would celebrate a fucking worm because pig like to roll in the dirt. No wonder you're all following a fucking worm. Hello, Kimmie. Yo, she's so cool. She evaded. She's so cool. She's not served. She's so cool. She's so cool. Fucking pigs. Okay? No wonder you admire a bitch that literally put her whole ass in the sand as a way to not to evade the court. You like to roll your dumbass in the dirt. Shit. Posting notice on plaintiff YouTube community page, tagging defendant known channel handle, which defendant actively monitors. Fuck yes, she actively monitors. And 3, mailing a copy of the summons, complaint, and disorder by a registered or certified mail to defendant registered agent or last known mailing address. The court informed Smith that she must use all 3 of the listed methods to serve Robertson. Hello, Didi. One alone is not sufficient, especially given the uncertainty surrounding the identity or address of Robertson or her registered agent, if any. Because Dani thinks it's cool that she's hiding like a whore. She wants to hide, and people are supposed to be impressed by her ability to expose everyone while exposing nothing of herself. They want people to applaud a bitch that will expose if you if your family member ever went to court. If shit, she will expose if one of your kid has a cold. But you admire her because she's anonymous. Do you have no shame? Do you have no embarrassment? Like there, I know the Avengers don't feel embarrassment because they were not embarrassed that that Dani literally lied to them about going to jail and then lectured them about believing that. Like no shame, no embarrassment. Fucking pigs. You love rolling in the dirt. You really do. Follow the worm. The court informed Smith that she must. Of course, you're here, Christy, my love. The court informed Smith that she must use all three of the listed methods. Okay, one alone is not sufficient. Smith thereafter doctored proof of service, confirming service by the alternate mean ordered by the court. Because, like most normal people, we obey the court because we're normal people. As she is not a normal person, as she is not mentally all there, okay? She thinks the judge and the law needs to bow down to her stupidity. Her and her little rabbit friend are all dumbass. Okay? Why are you so stupid? Lady Latisha is the only one that was smart because she just bribed the judge. Okay, that was smart. Because unlike Dani, I am not scared to actually fight. And I am pissed off that I lost without fighting. The losing pissed me off less than the, but I didn't even get to argue. We didn't even argue shit. How boring. How unconsequential. But dear Lord, she loves doing that. That service indeed appeared to work because Robertson subsequently filed a notice of service of proposed Rule 11 motion for sanction. Yo! Lady Atisha was already like that was smart. That was the way to go. But let's be clear. Senior Lavette is trying to say Dani made her win. I'm like, explain one of the argument that she gave to you that made you win, okay? Was it the fucking fake contract without any lawyer's signature that only your paid judge would have accepted? Hello, Ralph. Walls are closing in on her. Fuck yes. But I know my bitch, so I will tell you what she gonna do now after we finish reading that. But yeah, no, win or lose, I'ma do it fighting. Okay? I am not scurrying. I am not a worm. Okay? I will fight you. How dare you? I'll fight you. Yeah, because Robertson subsequently filed a notice of service of proposed Rule 11 motion for sanction. But it was not clear to the court that Smith actually served the summon and complaint. So on December 9, 2025, the court ordered Smith to supplement proof of service and ordered Robertson to respond to the complaint. Respond to the complaint. Stop being a worm. Respond. Fight. Argue. Debate. Fucking coward. The queen of cowardness. Smith did so, but Robertson did not because rule don't apply to weirdos like her. So either Dani is part of that 1%, those like real money, or she is mentally gone. What do you mean you don't answer the court? The court, that was not even federal court, it was small claim, and asked me for papers and I gave them papers. What do you mean? You don't answer the court. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a worm. So on January 22, 2026, Smith moved for a clerk entry of default, which was entered the next day. Smith then moved for default judgment. Robertson, meanwhile, clearly having notice of the complaint. That's the judge telling you, stop being a worm. Your worm behavior is obvious. It's annoying. You were served. Stop saying you were not served. The fuck is wrong with you? But Dani couldn't take 1 second to stop being a worm. Move to dismiss it or for joinder. But the court denied that motion as procedurally improper, explaining that if Robertson wished to defend against the action, her only recourse is to seek to set aside the entry of default, which you should know you're already done. Robertson, again, being a worm. I'm going to tell it for the judge, for you. Being a worm, again, clearly having notice, because we know you got notice, you stupid worm. What is going on? Next, move to set aside the clerk entry of default, and the same filing, move to dismiss. Kimmie has won. You want to set aside the clerk entry of her winning, but you also want the case to be dismissed? Annie, are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Tell me, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like, there is something not okay. You're not okay. Are you okay? What you mean she won, but you want you want the case to be dismissed, but she won? Like, guys, imagine, hello, imagine, Leila Tisha won her case, and I go and I'm like, not only do I not accept the victory, but I want you to set aside her entire shit. What is wrong with you? What are you saying? What are you saying? What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Tell me, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like, this, you're not okay. You're not alone though, because all your adventures are crazy like you. Crazy like you. Like, ugh. Madness, insanity, sadness, loser, bunch of loser, all of them. Robertson, again, Clearly having noticed, next move to set aside the clerk entry of default, and in the same following move to dismiss. Finding service was proper. The court denied Robertson motion to set aside the clerk entry of default. You were denied. For the victory to be set aside. And your motion to dismiss the case was literally just, it was struck like it never happened. Yo, Ralph, Kimmie is listening. Like, you want to talk to her? Let me know. Kimmie is my boo. Okay? That's my boo. The hell? Yo, she could have at least tried arguing insanity. No, she's busy being a worm, and the Avenger busy applauding her worm behavior. I'm like, what the hell? You're a worm. Finding service was proper. The court denied Robertson motion to set aside the clerk entry of default and struck her motion to dismiss for violating this court local rules because, girl, Danini, baby worm, come here. Come here. Let me tell you a secret. I got a secret. Can you keep it? You need to obey the court. Okay, I don't know if it's a secret. I don't know if it's some mysterious shit I'm telling you right now. Hello, G. But you're not above the law. You're not above the rule. I cannot go and say to the judge, y'all, not only is the victory of the crazy puta that paid you, not only, no, 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 no. I will play them. Stop it. I suck. I do. No, I'm gonna play them. I'm just scared. You better not strike me. I will kill you. There you go. So, baby, you're not above the law. I don't know what your mama told you, but you're not special. I don't know what your daddy told you, but you ain't above the rule, okay? I don't know what they told you, babe, but look at Diddy. You ain't above the rule, okay? Mwah. Robertson then filed a second motion to set aside the clerk entry of default. Like, imagine, 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 imagine Lady Letitia win. I do my appeal. Okay, that's all. Okay, okay. I will not be stressed anymore. Okay. Hello, Marcella. Come, like, imagine the appeal. Not the appeal is denied because they cannot deny my appeal, but he denied my statement of inability. Imagine I do a motions to because I don't want that statement of inability to be refused, but then he refused it again, and then I would do another one being like, nah, I said it needs to be set aside. There's something not well. There's something that's not all there. I don't give a fuck. Like, what you mean? He already said no. What you mean? You're doing it a second time? What you mean? What do you mean? Yo, yo. How quiet would my YouTube life have been if I've never had a wrench to protect me from oxtail dragging her mom? Yo, yo. That's so funny. Robertson then filed a second motion to set aside the clerk entry of default. The court ordered Smith to respond to that motion, which she did. The court denied Robertson's motion to set aside the clerk entry of default, explaining that Smith adequately refuted Robertson's contention that she failed to comply with the court order granting alternate services. Do you know that's how much she's annoying? You have to perpetually fight with her because if there is a way to wiggle, this bitch is gonna wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Moreover, the court explained that there is no doubt Robertson received notice of the lawsuit. And that's where you can see something similar with Teddy. Because, like I was saying before, she was supposed to give her identity to be properly served. But she refused to give her identity. So then now the court has decided, bitch, you were served. You have notice of the lawsuit. So now we're going to trial. So you better not start saying to the court that you were not served. Okay? Because if you were not served, it means that you're going to get a default judgment again. Because everyone know you were served. Shut the fuck up. Okay? In fact, Teddy could have moved for a default, for a default judgment by saying that you were served and you never answered. The court decided to be like, okay, fine, whatever. Stop pissing off the court. They're trying. Moreover, the court explained that there is no doubt Robertson received notice of the lawsuit since she has filed 2 motions to dismiss. Can you imagine? Imagine the insanity of being like, I don't know, I have a lawsuit. I was never served, but then filling out motion and the lawsuit that was never served. Timothy, tell me. Like, I need to ask Timothy. I'm like, Timothy, tell me. Timothy is not being helpful right now, guys. Oh, thank you, Golden. Like, Timothy. Sebi is gone, so he cannot answer. But Timothy, shit, I get so much grief for you. For people who don't know who is Timothy, do say it. Yo, I'm trying to understand. I'm like, what do you mean you were never served and you're not aware of the lawsuit, but then you're filling out motion and the lawsuit that was never served? Uh, Timothy is the cockroach that lives in my house. What? Who was it that came up and asked me if I had done something about the cockroach in my house, and I had to tell them that Timothy and me, we were really cool. Timothy is the Robert legal advisor. Okay, and I had to say, what do you have against Timothy? Like, what did Timothy do to them? We are be dating fine. Like, what is it? What did Timothy do to you? Leave Timothy alone. Today. Yo, today. They're like, leave Timothy alone. Okay. Moreover, the court explained that there is no doubt Robertson received notice of the lawsuit since she has filed 2 motion to dismiss, 3 motion to set aside default. Hello, bitch. Yo, secret maybe. 1 motion to strike fee waiver. You're not aware, but you're striking the fee waiver. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. 1 motion for joinder, 1 motion for request for protective measure. What are you getting protected against if you're not even aware that you're getting sued? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And 1 motion for sanction. Why are you asking for sanction when you don't know you're getting sued? I am extremely confused about that bitch. Yo, Bush, like I said, I will tell people what I know my bitch is gonna do. I know my bitch. I know what she's gonna do. Having received no timely opposition, the court thereafter directed Smith to submit a proposed default judgment, which she did. Robertson then filed a response to the motion for default judgment. Smith filed a reply to that motion, and Robertson filed a corrected response to that motion. Meanwhile, the same day as denying Robertson's second motion to set aside the clerk entry of default. Okay? The same day, Timothy is her lawyer. Timothy, you're not being nice. The court noticed an in-person hearing set nearly a month away. Yes, Flutter and Murph were clearly connected. Murph is the one that pushed. Yeah. Yes, Flutter is a girl. A girl that want to eat the box of pie. Meanwhile, the same day, yes, Murph absolutely hated Danny. Yes, Murph really hated. Meanwhile, the same day as denying Robertson's second motion to set aside the clerk entry of default, the court noticed an in-person hearing set nearly a month away to make you be prepared to appear today on April 14, 2026. So who is close to the Theodore Levin U.S. courthouse? Hmm? Hmm? I don't know if they're a neighbor. The fuck? All I know is that for sure they knew of each other. because Murph was backing him pretty hard, her, him, whatever, pretty hard. So yeah, you are hereby notified to appear before District Judge Laurie G. Michelson. Michelson? Sure, you don't have the. Well, maybe. Do you have the Michelson? How do you say that? Michelle, at the United States District Court, Theodore Levin U.S. Courthouse, 231 W. Lafayette Boulevard, Detroit, Michigan. Yo, Lady T, you would love Ralph. Please report to courtroom 212. 212. Lady Tisha, you should go. Dani is gonna need the support. Hello, children. Additional information. Both plaintiff and defendant to appear. Shut up, Dani. You're such an asshole. Listen, I gave him my stamp. Listen to Dani or not. Report to courtroom 212. So it's the number of the courtroom. Okay, guys? It's the courtroom number. It's in Michigan. It's not in New York. There is no doubt that Robertson received that notice because 11 day, not even the next day. Like, what is wrong with you? Even me, and I lived in Canada, I had to ask them really fast if I could appear, like, by that thing. What's the name of this? Zoom. So yeah, 11 days before the in-person hearing and 17 days after the court noticed that hearing. I think people, can you see that the judge and you know what's funny? You know what's funny, guys? You know what's funny? When I was with Jack and I believe in the whole blah, 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 blah. Well, I believe in the troll farm, but not her troll farm with Jay-Z at the top. So yeah, it's not a drama, holy moly. I know you and Dani, it's not the best right now, but it's not drama. You don't like Ralph. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to like Ralph. So yes. What was I saying before this moment? The court is fucking pissed with her. There you go, Golden. Okay, the court is pissed with her. Ollie, he's not talking crap in the chat. Stop it, please. Stop it. Thank you. Robertson moved to appear telephonically or by audio only remote means. Dani fucking loves drama. Yes. Me and Dani, I almost fucking blocked him and was like, you cannot come to my chat anymore because he was hanging out in Ralph's chat. And now look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Isn't that ironic? He's full of shit. Dani love mess. Okay? Love mess. Bullshit. Lies. That was before I kicked the fence down. So now he loves drama. And you must to be here. This is a dramatic and theatric place. This is not a serious environment. At the outset, look at me, look at us, look at me, look at us. At the outset, the court notes that Robertson has consistently tried to litigate this case through limited or special appearance. Which the district local rule generally do not allow. And the court has, on at least 2 different occasions, informed Robertson that it will deem her as properly served if she filed additional substantive motion addressing matter other than service. That's the court telling you, babe. We have told you something, but obviously you don't give a fuck. Okay. Obviously she don't give a fuck. Robertson motion did not stop. God, you don't give a fuck about what the courts tell you to do, huh? Now, however, Robertson seeks to dictate the term of the court schedule and person hearing on the motion for default judgment. That will not do, since the court has broad discretion over the control of its proceeding. The court is tired of you. That will not do. We perceive no ground for denying the trial judge the power to require attendance of any party to the case at any session of the court where the judge deems his presence to be necessary. That is, if Robertson wishes to participate in the in-person hearing on the motion for default judgment, she will need to appear as ordered. And to be sure, there should be no need for last-minute travel arrangement, as the in-person hearing was scheduled 22 days ago on March 17, 2026. So the court is like, you will come to court. Robertson also complains about violation of her First Amendment right to proceed anonymously. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, Dani, Ollie, stop it. And sincerely, Ollie, stop it. Dani, I'm referring to you when you called someone threatening me as drama. I hope that helps. Oh my God. Guys. Yo, whoa. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm
Okay,
great.
making
I'm
sure.
great. Hope all is well.
Oh, I'm having a blast.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, I was going to come up and address the situation in the comment section, but I thought better of that. I'm not going to ruin the moment, so I'm just going to address the Danny situation. I'm trying to find out Danny Robertson's real name so I can, you know, push paperwork in the court.
Yeah.
Shar is trying to find out Danny Robertson's name from the Freeman situation.
Mhm.
And the phone call that was made to a business endeavor. Uh, so I have the witness, that she talked to on the phone, my cousin that she talked to on the phone to defame my character, to try to say that I was trying to take black people's land, that I was traveling with a white woman to take black people's land. And like I said, if If people say they have proof of me defaming character, then what the fuck?
Defaming whose character? The fuck? Yo, what? She called your family? Are we surprised? Yo.
That's my fault. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can
That's
you
my
receive a
fault.
call?
I'm trying to learn the phone thing because I don't know how to
Mm.
look at it from the phone. But no. So everybody has their right to their opinion as far as what took place over here. However, you want to see the truth, everybody has the right. Reality is based on perception. So if they perceive whatever they perceive, I'm okay with that. I'm not taking away nobody's perception of me. If you perceive me to be a dick, I can't, determine or can't go around trying to please everybody. The people that knows the truth, people that seen the truth, was there for it, they're still around. There's a reason why people are still supporting me, because I stayed true to everything that I said I was doing. When it came down to the farm situation, I stayed true in trying to put together the farm situation, trying to build a physical community that people can come and gather and so on and so forth. So everything that I said that I was doing, I stayed true to. Even when Donat tried to set me up with a GoFundMe and tried to get the bike thing, it was to set me up to see if I would buy the bike, right? And when I bought the bike, they had to try something different, because everything that I said my funds was going to went to everything that I said the funds was going to, right? Now, me
Yes.
defending against somebody, bashing my name, all of that stuff, that's where all the confusion came in. Because once again, what happened? Everyone started trying to tarnish the name of Atlas. Oh, get out of here with that love is love stuff, all of that stuff. We remember the history of what happened. There's no accurate proof of nothing that they tried to put on me, yet they still tried it. And even now that I
Yes,
come
they
back to
did.
try,
Yes, they did. That's
even
why I
now when I,
defended you, and we were not cool.
right, we wasn't even cool. And even now with this whole Ada thing and them trying to put it on you and say that you did this, even now, like we might not be cool, but right is right and wrong is wrong. So if
Exactly.
I see somebody doing you wrong, I'm gonna speak up on that. Whether I like you or not, I'm still gonna speak up on whether somebody do you
Exactly.
wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, I don't like that B, so let them do whatever they want to her. You ain't never see me
I
do that.
agree.
You ain't never seen me do that. When
I
Too
agree.
Strong and them tried to attack you, I popped up. Whether you like me or not, I still popped up. When Quiet Storm tried his bullshit, I popped up. Whether you like me or not, I popped up. Right? When everybody was trying they BS, I popped up. I didn't look for clout behind it. I did what was right and I got out the way. When it came to speaking up for Bonnie, when it came to speaking up for Selma, when it came to taking away people's individual voice, I stepped in, spoke up, and stepped out the way. And like literally linked them with the right people, whether I thought at the time it was OKP, whether I thought at the time it was good for them to go do an interview with AT2, whoever, I linked them up with the right people and then I got out the way. Even Lady Letitia, when you and Lady Letitia was beefing, who linked her up with Dani Robertson, right?
Now she's in denial. She's saying that no, it wasn't you.
I can show you the Discord messages. Like literally at that time, I put a Dani Robertson room in my Discord and a Lady Letitia's room in my Discord and explained to Lady Letitia how Discord works. You know what Lady Letitia said? Oh, I'm gonna go start my own Discord now that I know how Discord works.
She's really in it for herself, huh?
So
Hmm.
once I was like, okay, cool. Go. Okay, I'm fine with that. So a lot of the times, like I just let it be what it was and left it alone. You know what I mean? I didn't try to fight it. I didn't try to fight none of the narratives that they were pushing. To think that people
You were
snuck
not even in the
into
sector. Like
right.
when Danny started talking about you, I was like, where is that coming from?
I never was
Lucy
even
was
in this
talking
sector,
about you. I was like, where? Like he's not even in the sector.
but at the same time, when I came over here, I was exposing a lot of stuff. I didn't know how deep this stuff was. I was just saying like my logic behind a lot of the mayhem. And it turned out the logic that I was saying was actually true. The cruelty-free music that Jaguar had for so long, but we never seen no music come out of that, right? The everything, it seemed like it was a setup. It was like Jaguar was setting them up, and then Danny Robinson was coming along to clean up the mess and hide the bullshit that Jaguar was doing. Jaguar puts your account in jeopardy, and then Jaguar puts your account in jeopardy, and then Danny Robinson comes and erase all the history off your
Yep.
account, and then they
Yep.
rewrite the history that took
Yep.
place on your page.
Yep.
Same thing they trying to do with me, except they didn't
They
expect me
do
to get
that
my
to so
page
many
back.
people.
Right.
It, it's crazy. And Danny has a question for you, if you don't mind. When did you start the Lady Letitia Discord? After falling out with Maggie or before?
I started Lady Letitia's Discord before falling out with Maggie. I I I thought that Lady Letitia was trying to do like because I talked to her about trying to do like a cooking show with Golden. I was like, why don't you just do a cooking show with Golden? You and Golden can, cook different meals and so on and so forth. I was like, I'll start a channel in my Discord where people can just watch Lady Letitia's, you know what I mean? Like you can post all your stuff in here, so on and so forth. So I started that before. No, no, no. Matter of fact, it was right around the time that y'all start beefing. Because remember, I didn't help Lady Letitia until y'all started beefing. Because I thought Lady Letitia was a
Yeah.
part of the BS. So when the whole Murphy thing happened, when Murph went
Hmm.
over there and she called
Yes.
Murph a troll, and then Murph came back to you and said that he's not a troll, so on and so forth, and then all of that
I'm sorry. I
happened.
just remember him always being like, he showed pictures of my children. And I was like, "Ah, Murph, shut up."
So that was the time that I started
Yeah.
that for Lady Letitia to try to show her support. When I thought she was getting like, cause she was saying like, I don't know if I want to be on this app anymore. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. So I told the Atlas family, I was like, man, go over and support her. Go show her some love and so on and so forth. So that way they don't run her off the app. So I took the Atlas family over there, and every time she went live, we was typing in the comment section to support her, so she wouldn't feel like she had to run up off the app. You know what I mean?
Wow. Now, not only is she denying your relationship with her, but she's also, I don't know, she's a weirdo.
I mean, you got to think about it. Like, she has her own stuff that she has to try to,
Mhm.
she has to try to keep the fans over there. So, if majority of the people that's over there is supportive of Danny Robinson, she's not going to burn a bridge with Danny Robinson because she's going to lose half of the support that Danny Robinson sent over there, right? So, she's not going to burn that bridge. She's more so thinking about her check and her monetization and how she can keep money coming in. Why? Because remember, when Lady Letitia first fell out with y'all, it was because she was helping Bonnie because Bonnie told her that she can get her husband a job. Remember, Lady Letitia's husband didn't have a job at that time. They was worried about their finances. So between her trying to get monetized on YouTube and Bonnie helping her husband get a job, you can tell that Lady Letitia was in survival mode. So I'm not mad at anything that Lady Letitia do. Hell, go build your page. The fact that try to all your friends don't have to be my friends and vice versa. If you cool with them, that don't mean you gotta burn a bridge with me. You know what I mean?
Please, Maggie, tell Ralph that we, the sub, and Auntie Leah got you the StreamYard. Yeah, because Jack didn't never give me any, like, she gave me $25.
Well, I think they're referring to the fact that I said that you might have scammed them on the StreamYard donation. So I did say that previously. I did say that
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna deny it.
you're not. Okay.
Trust
Like,
me.
you probably thought I was like part of all that bullshit.
When you look at all of the scamming that was taking place, they was coming
Exactly.
up with different route, like from Mike Network to
Hmm.
Stephanie to like it was. So I
And
questioned whether or
especially if
not
you're saying that she, like, what's her name? Jag would have given me 250. I had that GoFundMe up for a long time. So yeah, I could understand why people
Well,
would
even
believe
back
that,
then, Jag and
but
them tried
no.
to justify it, like, she
Mhm.
allowed you to make so much money off of her page for that week that your page was
I
down.
made nothing. She gave me nothing. She gave me 25 bucks.
So Jag said she was collecting donations for your StreamYard and never sent it to you. So that's what I mean. Like
She gave me 25 bucks.
but it's so much scamming going on, grifting going on in other people's names. You got to think about like that right there, and then
Yeah,
trying
that's why I
not to
cannot
get.
be offended that someone will believe. I'm just like, just ask me the question because I can understand where the question would come from. But yeah, sincerely, no, I didn't scam anything. Yeah, no, I don't scam. Fuck y'all. I'm poor. Okay, StreamYard is 450 bucks and you have to pay up front. I'm 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 poor. But yeah, no, I think there is something with Ralph's audio right now.
No, no, no. It's not nothing with my audio. I was looking at the comment section.
Okay, why?
You said why?
Yeah.
Because they was asking questions, so I was seeing if I can if I can help them
Okay,
in
okay,
any
cool,
type of way
cool.
or respond to any
No, we
questions. I
don't like
wasn't.
RC117 here. He is, I don't know what he is.
I don't,
But yeah, no. What do you think is gonna happen with Danny now? Yo, it's stupid expensive. Thank you.
one of two things. One, she'll make light of the situation. Um, Two, really, Danny Robertson' whole object is to save face and not look wrong in front of her Avengers, right? So she'll play any type of, you know, game around that, even as far as saying like the documents that you read today was not real, and
Oh,
y'all.
Wait, give me 1 second. Thank you, Saha. Make it rain, make it rain. If you love your owl. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, so she might go, that route and say like, oh, the stuff you're reading is fake. Hell, she might pull a Jaguar and say it's all AI generated. She might say AI did it. Ain't no telling right now. Um, she might go dark for a while. She might be like, oh, I'm taking a vacation, I'll be back. There's no telling. They're actually trying to clean up so much stuff. Like when I went back and looked at some of the stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
there's a reason why they got rid of your pages. There's a reason why, the Knots page is not here. All of the evidence that the investigator would need is on some of these pages. If you didn't save it or if you didn't clip it, then they're playing cleanup right now. They're trying to hurry up and get rid of all of the evidence that links them to Ada, all of the evidence that linked them to the grifting. Remember, they were using public resources as far as calling the cops for fake events. That's a fake phone call to the police. You're wasting, public resources for content on YouTube.
Yes. That woman has called the police on people. She had. How do you feel that Steph is back?
I didn't even know Steph was back. I know
She
that on what channel? On her own channel?
on Snoopy.
Steph's not over there.
Did she not come yesterday?
No, that's a different
Hello,
Steph.
cat.
People, that was a whole different person that was up there yesterday. That wasn't Steph. Just says me or whatever. She said that she's not the wig. She's not the Steph we know. Unless they
Okay.
trying to change out a whole different Steph. That's not the Steph that we know.
Okay. Okay. Fuck that Steph then. I don't care.
Yeah, unless they're trying to pull a whole nother Steph out of the hat. That's I never seen that Steph before.
Hmm.
Yeah, I never seen the Steph that's over there on her panel. In fact, the Steph that's over there on Snoopy's is asking for the real Steph to come out and clear her name now.
It's her, just different name. I think she didn't go on panel. I think she was in the chat.
Right, but what I'm saying is that person that was in the chat just say whatever the person's name is. She's
Mhm.
saying that I'm not the Stephanie that she said it today in the chat. She said, I'm not the Stephanie. They think that I'm Steph. Can the real Steph please come out and, or type your name so they can see that it's different spellings? She said that today. So unless they're trying to,
What? Steph said she spoke to Plotter. Plotter is a female, and that Plotter and Murphy were once in a relationship.
yes, that's why Plotter was so upset about the whole Discord thing. That's why Plotter
Mhm.
was so mad about the whole Discord thing. Remember, Just Risa, all of these people said that they were, hired by Murph or
Yes.
spying for Murph or whatever the case may be, you know?
What was Murph's role in all of this?
I don't know, but it sounds pretty organized if you look at it, where Murph being a member from Atwoods or whether it be
Hmm.
Sean, whatever network they're creating. I don't know if Snoopy's trying to create an island branch of the same thing, which is, meddling in black people affairs or hip hop or, just America, period. But it doesn't make sense. All the stuff that could be going on in the UK that they could be talking about, all the stuff that's going on in Ireland that they could be talking about. But here they
Yes.
sit talking about the stuff that's going on in America and so invested, pulling up black people to interview black people about their life. It's crazy to me. It's the same thing that we said Atwoods was and them was doing, building their
Mhm.
page off of black controversial segments and talk, and you're building your page off of that. Why are you not talking about the real history of this world? And even if you want to talk about Ireland, why are you not talking about the truth of St. Patrick's Day? How they unalived all those black people that believed in the Kundalini and called it St. Patrick's Day because they still believed in celebrating the spring, the 1st of April. So they said anyone that still celebrate the first of the year on April 1st is considered to be an April Fool's. That's why St. Patrick's Day go from March 19th to what? Because it was to make fun of those who still followed the spring equinox.
Yo,
Why is
I
she
don't
not
know.
talking about that? Why is she
I
not
don't
talking
know.
about that? You think, be honest with yourself. Do you think Snoopy is dealing with black people every day in Ireland?
Absolutely not.
So how the hell is she on the internet trying to explain to black people how they supposed to act and be and
That's
function?
my problem with her. I don't give a fuck what she's talking about. I give a fuck about the fact that she thinks that she has any right to lecture black people on racism. Like, I don't give a fuck that you're talking about Diddy or Jay Z or that you're arguing with people on the internet. My question for that bitch is, why do you keep lecturing black people? Why do you keep trying to tell us how we should perceive racism? Like, that's my problem with her. It's the, you don't get to tell me as a blonde haired, blue eyed bitch how my black ass is supposed to react.
Think about that. Think about that.
Like, it's
And then
weird.
the fact that she's posting the history of nappy headed, like she's
You
posting the
fuck.
history of
Thank
nappy
you.
headed. Make that make sense. A
Is it
white
any
woman
part of
from
her own
Ireland who
history? In
never been
Ireland, is there
criticized
a
about
history
her
about
hair.
nappy hair?
Right. She never been criticized about nappy hair. She never been criticized about the color of her skin or nothing. But she's posting how people felt being called nappy headed, as if as if her ancestors or anything been through it.
It's not even a thing in her in her fucking country. Does she know that all black people don't have the same experience with different word? If you
That's
say
what.
to someone in 80 that, oh, you have a nappy hair, they'll be like, oh, okay. Like there is not that perception because of the history of America. So why is a Irish bitch talking about this?
It doesn't make sense because you got to think about it. All of that nappy headed stuff, it didn't come out until American slavery, like until American culture,
It's
until
an
our history of
American
slavery.
thing. Like she's
Exactly.
appropriating your pain.
Exactly. You got to think, why is someone trying to tell us how we should go about, you know, these words? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's superiority. It's telling me that this Irish woman can tell black people how they're supposed to act, be, respond, and all of this stuff. How is that? How can this Irish woman tell you, as a black person, how you are supposed to respond, act, and function? Does that make sense?
Makes no sense. And the
She's
fact
not
that
even
she's
here to go through
obsessed with
anything
that.
that we
When
went
I
through.
say
Like,
she's obsessed with the racism thing, I'm like, why are you policing black people by using racism, an issue that affects mostly black people? Like, does she think we're not aware of what racism is?
oh, I don't know if you caught that message, but Danny said that
Mm.
we'll go on your platform if you get Plotter up there. You probably said that, Danny, because you know that ain't never gonna happen.
Please, shut up, Daddy Daddy.
That's why you said that, Danny.
You
You know dang
are
well
coming
Plotter
up.
is not
Stop
coming
it.
up.
Okay, so yeah, let's be clear. Racism looks absolutely differently if you go from country to country because we don't have the same history. Like
Right. And
literally,
then you got to look at it like how we view things in America. Like we view like even if you go back to the dozens, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, there's no such
I
thing.
can't you can't say it like, and I'm saying this loosely, but if I told you right now, like, oh, shut up, you nappy headed something, right? That you can't say, oh, he was being racist. You can't. Someone who actually has the same nappy head cannot be racist to somebody else with nappy head. The difference is I comb mine's out, I pick mine's out, or I cut my hair, right? So you know what I mean? Like these statements that she's trying to make is redundant because we know that it goes right back to the N word. That's like arguing the N word, whether or not black people can say the N word to each other. That's basically what you arguing.
Like, but I don't think because she is trying to police how black people interact with white people. So what I feel with her is that she's trying to, in a weird way, become the god of black people, but also isolate black people from any other white person. Like a white person and a black person can be chilling in the chat and she will take a screenshot and be like, you should find that racism. You are not a good black person because you're fraternizing with that person. It's
Right,
insane.
right. Think
It's
about it.
insane.
Think about it. It is, and it doesn't make no sense because she has no dog in the fight. It's not like she's going to walk out her door one day and have to save a black person. It's not like she's actually speaking up for the black people in her country that's getting done wrong, right? When was the last time you seen a black Irish? My point exactly. You got to think about it.
I'm not Irish, so I have, I think I met
How
one time a black
I'm
Irish.
asking you, like, how much do you think she actually deal with black people once she get off the internet?
Zero. Zero. Zero.
So once again, this is just a character that she
Yeah.
created on the internet. It's not her real life. It's not how she even feel about
Mhm.
people in real life. But because she's in this sector, she wants to create this image
Yep.
on the internet. That is a
Mhm.
character creator. Like you created a character on the internet
Yep.
and you trying to pretend like you care about black people. At the same time, you're putting black people against black people, trying to pretend like you care about black people.
There you go. Like, this is a racist bitch. Okay. This is someone that literally weaponized race and says to black people, you, as a black person, you don't even realize the own history of that word. So I will educate you. Do you know how racist that is, guys? This is racist. Who the fuck is you to educate me about black issue?
And
Who
then
are
think about
you?
it. What did she do? Today and the other day, she
Mhm.
brings two black people on her panel to talk shit about Maggie.
I didn't hear. Who was those people?
I don't know, some Cassandra person and a Valerie or something like that. I don't know that these seem like characters that they just picked out the hat. Like, I guess Stephanie had put together some money for Cassandra. So basically, what she's doing
Yes.
is she's re-bringing up the history of what we already went through, right? When Stephanie put
Hmm.
that money up for Cassandra to go see her son, but she never gave Cassandra the money. So that's part of what they're saying. But they're bringing it all into the Ada thing. So they're bringing the Ada thing by bringing up Stephanie's situation. And now I guess the next two lives that they're going to do is going to be ushering in the Ada and Bonnie thing to blame it on you. So right now they're giving context on Stephanie.
Whoa. Cassandra didn't receive the money from Steph.
No, Cassandra says she only received $50 from Stephanie when it came to whatever Stephanie collected. Stephanie
And
told her that
what does that have to do with me?
I think that she's saying that you either called Cassandra a liar or you said something about Cassandra because Cassandra was like, basically, oh, you, I think she said that, oh, yeah, Cassandra said that you said that she stole money
No, I
or,
said that Bonnie said to Steph that she didn't believe Cassandra and wanted her money back.
and that's what they're blaming on you.
Why?
They're trying to
What?
say that you saying that Bonnie wanted her money back for the situation is basically you saying that Cassandra stole money. So her and her son is up there talking about something. My mom don't have to steal anything. Why would my mom need to steal money? Mind you, you know,
What does that have to do with me? Those people
it,
are so weird.
this is what I'm saying. Like, it's all circulatory bull crap. Why not come have a conversation with you if they're concerned about your, why not get the clarity that they need? If they feel like you said something, why not have you there for the conversation so you can clarify, hey, I
Because they
didn't
don't
say that.
care. They want to bury me.
Exactly. Exactly.
I am extremely confused, Cups. Okay, like I am really confused because I'm used to people blaming me for shit, but literally that Cassandra person, I have never been in contact with her. She wasn't on my channel ever. She wasn't in my chat. Was she?
No, I think Cassandra might have put something in your chat one time, and
Blah, blah, blah.
I think it was a lie. I think if
Uh,
I'm not, I'm going back into my memory of but I think Cassandra was the name in your chat that said that she sent Murph $300. So they always been targeting you. You remember that time that we was talking about the Murph thing, and
yeah.
somebody was in your chat and they said they sent $300 on that page that Murph, the psych page or whatever website he was sending people to, and this person popped up and was like, I never got my money back and I sent $300. I thought that was K Sandra, right? But this person changed their name to Cassandra and spelt it with a C.
I
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
remember that part.
It's like they just taking the characters from the history and now they're trying to add faces to these characters to paint narratives. It's weird as fuck. It's weird.
It's really weird. Like they are, and that's my problem with Snoopy. And that's when I started calling her racist. Was when I saw how happy she gets about destroying a black person.
Hmm.
Like she will talk shit about some white people, but it's like when it's a black person, it's like she really, really wants to destroy you.
I think
Like
it.
the lies,
I
the
think she get off
craziness.
on
I'm
it. I
like,
think
what
she
the
get
fuck?
off on it. Like for real.
Yeah,
I
I think
think
she
she
gets
get
off on
off.
it. I think she
Yeah.
busts a nut every time she can
Yeah.
hurt a black person. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, she racist. And
Every
she
time
used
it
race to
works.
hurt other people.
Only when it works. You got to think about it. This is somebody that's attacking black people, but shielding herself with black people.
Yes!
Is that not weird? You're
That's
attacking black
weird as
people,
shit.
and then you're putting black people in front of you as a shield.
Yes, I believe she really does bust a nut. Okay, like this woman is so racist. I can't stand her. I'm like, you're racist. We all know that you're racist, but you use race against black people.
And then we be wrong if we did a whole segment on Ireland.
Well, first of all, I'm just like, I have nothing against Ireland or Irish people. And I don't know anything about their country either to say anything. All I can say is that someone that is a literal on another continent trying to explain to Black American what nappy hair mean is actually batshit crazy.
I don't even think we have to know anything about Ireland. If we play the same game that they playing, she knows nothing about America, but on here speaking about
Mm,
America. So if
that's
we play the
true.
same game that they playing, we don't have to know nothing about Ireland. All we got to do is just talk about Ireland.
Yo, I'm like literally, I cannot, I, I don't, I know she was planted. I know she's part of the troll farm because she is acting exactly like Dani Robertson, like using shame, using that moral high ground bullshit to try to control people's perspective.
Hmm.
Like they love that. They love shaming people. Like that's what they do to destroy your character. They shame you. And I'm like, that's weird. I've never been shamed for being racist when I'm black.
I don't know. This whole reverse racism thing, this whole
It's
rewriting
not
black
reverse
people's
racism.
history,
They're not even saying that are racist against white people. They're saying that
we're racist against
we
black people.
accept racism, so therefore we are racist because we have no self-respect for racism. I'm like,
You're you're racist because you allow racism to take place.
yes, okay, because I'm like, it's not even reverse racism. It's weird. It's just like you're racist because you accepted that person that said this thing and this thing was said, and you were. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on this day? Like,
It's
it's so weird to listen to her.
it's upside down. It's all upside down. And
Yeah,
then you got to think about it like this. Like some of these people, they know that the names and stuff that they coming up with, they know that they own them accounts. They know that they created them ghost accounts. So all they got to do is now find a face to put on them accounts to make it seem like them accounts are actually real, right? If you go back into the history of what was happening, there's no way no one should be pointing the finger at you because it came from Mike Network, Steph, and Murph, right? So that whole situation shouldn't even be pointed at you. They should. That's how you know that they're not trying to
everything is
see the
pointed
truth.
at me.
Yeah, but they're not trying to see the truth. Once I realized,
Mhm.
once I started seeing the truth around it, I couldn't blame you no more, Magic. Do you understand that? Like, I couldn't blame you no more. As
Me
much as I
neither.
wanted to sit there and blame you and be like, oh, Maggie's a part of it. Maggie's this, Maggie's that. Maggie might be naive. Maggie might be, materialistic. A couple of things.
Arrogant,
Right, but when it came
know
down
it
to it,
all.
you didn't really know all the
No, I
things
did
or the
not.
levels of manipulation that was taking place. Your
No.
page got caught up in some shit, and they used your page to do what? Attack the Knox page, attack my page, attack all these people's, and then when they thought they were done with you, then they try to get rid of you.
Yes. Because they're like, you know too much, you're exposing us, therefore,
Right,
goodbye. And thank you,
right.
Saha. Make it rain, make it rain. Stand up against racism always. Always. I hate racism and I hate people who use racism. Like,
Hmm.
I hate seeing people using racism to get something or to try to make themselves the victim. But I will be honest, I have never seen a white woman comport herself this way.
Mm.
Like, I've never seen a white woman do that. And I've hung out with white women that would try to explain to me what racism is, but to blame me for the racism of what a white person said on another platform, I have never seen this.
It's projecting. You gotta understand. This is coming from the same person who literally said, I'm gonna put four people in a Discord to find out some dirt about this black person so I can tear his character down. Think about that. You planted four people in a public Discord, not even a private place, in a public Discord. You planted these people in there to cause controversy and then try to point out the controversy that the people that you sent in, you get what I'm saying? So you cause the situation and then you try to point out the situation that you caused and blame it on the person that holds the same thing they do over here. They'll call.
Insanity. Like I said, you will be the villain and everything. The
It's
rain
crazy.
falls and it's your fault, man.
That's crazy.
Like, it's insane. And that's why when people, I'm like, oh, Maggie, I believe you were part of the troll farm or you were talking shit about me. I'm like, why wouldn't you? Everyone should be suspect. It's when you actually get the experience and actually observe people. That's the only way you can know that this person is actually not part of it.
I started looking at it and I, like you said, what's the end goal? What is the end goal?
What's the angle?
Because we can't be, forever beefing with each other and we don't even live in the same country. That's literally like, that's how wars are started. Like, what are we doing? What is the end goal? You just want Ireland to start beefing with America, or what's the end goal?
I have no idea. I feel like because the point that she's saying, the whole thing about using racism to attack black people, that's what Dani used to do. But people believe that Dani is black. So because of that, people think it's acceptable that because she would say stuff like that. Oh, you have that person that's racist on your platform, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, Dani is black. Snoopy
Danny
is trying to
Danny
do the
told, look,
Dani thing.
this is crazy because
Mm-hmm.
Danny, my cousin never even met Shar, right? But
Mm-hmm.
Danny told him that I was going around with a white woman stealing black people's land. He said he never even met me with a white woman. He was like, I didn't know what she was talking about because when you came here, you didn't have nobody with you. So I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, yeah, because that wasn't never the plan. So if she's telling you I'm traveling with a white woman, she's lying because all the times that you see me by myself and with my kids. So he was like, yeah, I didn't know what she was talking about. That's why, if you go back and listen to it, he was stumped by it. Like he didn't know who she was talking about when she mentioned Shar because he didn't know nothing about a Shar.
And why make it about this? He like this. He's with a white woman and he's
Hmm.
trying to steal a black man's land. It's like
Yep.
making it about race when it's like a conflict between a tenant and what's the name, a owner. Like, that's what it was.
And she didn't even know like this was my actual family that she was talking to. This wasn't
Jesus
like a random from the street. This was my cousin that she was talking to. So of course, when I called my cousin, he like, yeah, I ain't know what that was about. Da 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 da. So that's why I'm waiting for the defamation of character because I got witnesses that you called their phone and place of business to try to defame my character. I have witnesses. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I need to get in
Oh
touch with
yeah.
Kimmie because I'm trying to pin her ass. I'm listen. You want
No,
to
no, she
play?
will. Her
Let's play.
identity will be discovered. That's not even a
Yeah,
question.
I'm waiting for it. I can't wait. As soon as y'all
Mhm.
get her name, let me know. I got several lawsuits that I want to put in.
Yeah.
My kids was there. You know what I mean? My
Mhm.
kids was there. You don't have to care about me, but you didn't care about the welfare of the kids that was involved in the situation. When this man told you to get us out his house. He was going to walk around butt naked. You never even blinked a freaking eye when he said he was going to expose himself to my kids. You never blinked the
Yeah, that
eye.
was fucked up.
That's
Look,
how disturbing Danny Robertson is. This man told you, I'm
yeah.
going to walk around naked to get them out my house. And you never blinked the eye on that shit. That he said he was going to walk around kids naked.
No, she cares about you having a white girlfriend. And
That's what
because
I'm
you have the
saying.
white girlfriend, obviously you're trying to steal the black. It's like, what the? Ralph is a black. Is it a black on black crime? Like, what is going on?
She ignored everything. She ignored his criminal history. She ignored his
Talking or
background.
everything.
She
And
ignored
the fact
all
he
of the
looks
people.
like a creep. Ah, I saw his video. Mm.
I have numerous messages from people who were saying like his whole family is dark. They didn't even want to be exposed. They was like, please keep my name out of it because I still have to deal with his brother. I got kids with his brother, and I still got to deal with them. So don't put my name in it. Like it was people that was contacting me that was saying, please get out of there. Do everything you can to get out of there. This man is crazy. This man is this. People in his real life was contacting me saying that. And Danny Robinson ran out here with this fraudulent ass
Mhm.
storyline.
And she even struck me when I was talking about it.
Yeah. Think
Like,
about
she
that.
struck me with his name and her name.
And mind you, this is in the Michigan area where she supposedly resides at. She's trying to play it off like she's not in Michigan.
I don't know where she is. All I know is
We'll find
that
out
she will not, because I was reading the thing.
when the truth
She's
comes
not
out.
going to the meeting. Okay?
When the truth comes out, you're gonna be shocked.
Oh no, how we're gonna get her name is when Kimmie is gonna do ask for the money, and they are gonna need to go into her account. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Google is gonna need to be subpoena so that they can get like her payment from Google.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of things are gonna need to happen because she is not coming.
Well, he gonna have to
Like,
show up somewhere.
she will not. She believes she's above the rule and she's scared.
Well, you can't hide in that community and attack
No,
that
she
community.
cannot. Like, I know her
So,
name will be discovered. We will know everything about her.
and you notice how Cleo disappeared? Where's Cleo at?
That's true. What the fuck is Cleo?
Where's Cleo at? As much as investment as she has in this sector, she just disappear all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Like, I saw her sometime appear on like Kimmie's chat or whatever, but she's gone. The last question of her was telling me that Danny was part of the Illuminati.
Hmm.
No, anonymous, whatever, the anon thing.
Anonymous
Where did this Snoopy person come
anonymity.
from? From hell. I don't know where she came from. Like, I thought she was one of the sister wives because the first time she contacted me was to give me information on Ralph.
I don't know where that person came from.
Dear Lord.
I don't know. You got to remember, at that time, the Knot was placing people in the Discord. Murph was placing people in the Discord. Jaguar had her little minions that she was running around to pass messages. So I don't really know where none of these people came from. I know that a lot of stuff is leading back to the Atwoods network. As I look further and further in it, it's like, Papa Atwoods or some type of Atwoods.
Oh no, Atwood is definitely like in that situation.
Yeah, I think like
Hmm.
because Atwoods has the law, because he has cases that he's fighting right now in the UK, he's trying to fall back and have like his little minions do the work because Atwoods is still in trouble right now. That's why he tried to, hush up on a lot of stuff because his
He
court
is
dates
in
was coming
trouble.
up. Yeah, his court date was coming up. Um,
Maybe she's white. All I know is that this bitch is privileged. This is someone that is upper middle class or big, like I would believe like probably from a family with money. I don't think she
I
may
think
have some
she's
type of
hiding. I think she's
inheritance.
hiding behind the laws of LGBTIQA plus. I think maybe in her past, maybe somebody might have attacked her based off of her preference or something like that, and because of that, she's hiding her identity because of that. It's not because I advocate and I deal with the law and da 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 da. No, you're hiding behind the hate crime factor.
What
That's what she.
child allegation with Sean?
The what?
Because Maria just said, "What is the case about Ralph, the child allegation?" I'm like, "What child allegation?"
I don't know. She would have to elaborate.
Because all I know is that he is giving money to Jag for to sue me, and that she is going with a rumor that my NDA was about me effing my boss, and I'm like,
Yeah, but what would that have to do with anything?
I have no idea, but it is clearly, I don't know, subject of conversation.
Yeah, but even if you did do something at the workplace and signed an NDA for whatever purposes, wouldn't that be the same as us looking into her anonymity? Wouldn't that be the same as trying to find out why she's anonymous and why she can hide and so on and so forth? Like
Oh
you're
no, that
dig
is Jag I'm talking about. It's Jag who said that, not
Yeah,
Danny.
but no, I know, but wouldn't that be the
Mhm.
same thing? Like they're trying to pry into your personal life to open up doors that you already dealt with. If you already dealt with something in the past, then
Mhm.
that's in the past. To bring
Well,
it
but
up,
I cannot talk about it anyway because I signed an NDA. So they
right?
can go with any rumor that they feel like. What intrigues me is why Sean will give her money to sue me.
Now, remember, she told Atwoods that
Mhm.
he had to help her with you because
Yep.
you came from him. Remember, she
Yep.
was trying to put you on Atwoods. So she's blackmailing Atwoods to help her against you.
Hmm.
Whatever she's blackmailing Atwoods for, whether it be to bring up the information of trafficking, whether it be to bring up the hand that he plays with the Arizona bikers, right? Because
Hmm.
he's still attached with these Arizona bikers and some Mexican cartel, right? So maybe she knows more about Atwoods and she's blackmailing him to help her.
Maybe because, and you know what's weird also? Because she's doing the thing about take the GoFundMe.
Hmm.
She is at $3,600 right now.
For the GoFundMe,
Yeah.
it's not going to go to that.
Mhm.
Once that get
No, it's not
once
going to that. But why is Danny not talking about it?
Once she gets to 5,000, she'll use
Mhm.
that 5,000 to retain a lawyer for the situation that's going on in DeSoto. She's not going to risk trying to sue you knowing that there's an active warrant. Anywhere she go, they're going to lock her ass up and ship her ass to DeSoto. If she steps into a courthouse to sue your ass, the police could be there waiting to lock her ass up.
She's not
DeSoto
suing anyone.
but DeSoto said that they're going
Mhm.
to report, right? I mean, DeSoto said that they're going to expedite. So wherever she get picked up at, they want her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did she
But
open
why
up
is no one talking about this money that she's making?
because
Danny is
they
obsessed
are a
with scam.
part of
Everyone is
it.
trying to scam.
They are a part of it. They
Yo,
are a
but
part
it's
of it.
so obvious.
They're not going to point this out because they are a part of it. Remember,
Hmm.
Jaguar sets them up. Danny Robinson plays cleanup to make sure the information don't get out to the public.
Fuck yeah.
That's why it seemed like everything Danny Robinson always was on the case, on the job with the Lady Letitia situation, with every situation that Jaguar was in. Who came and played cleanup? Danny Robinson has defamed Jaguar's name more than anybody on this application. Why is she not suing Danny Robinson?
Why is she not even striking Danny Robertson? Jack could
Exactly.
have taken Danny's channel a long time ago.
Exactly. Now ask yourself, why?
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're working together and she's getting a little bit of that money from Dani Robertson, that's the only way that Jaguar is going to play ball is if you greasing her palms.
Or maybe they work for the same person. They're a coworker.
Either way, it will still point out to the same thing that this
Mm-hmm.
is an organized situation,
Oh,
that they are
absolutely.
organized, that they have.
Absolutely.
Jaguar already came on my panel and admitted that she has people that she uses to get information to other people on here. That
Mm-hmm.
means you have people up under you. That's pointing to RICO. That is RICO Act. As soon as you can say there's a head, soon as you can say there's enforcers, soon as you can say, okay, boom, these are the enforcers, these are the spies, these are the heads of the table, right? As soon as you can pinpoint all of that, that's a federal case right there. They know that. That's why they're trying to get rid of anyone who knows that information too. That's
Yeah,
why they keep on attacking my page. That's why, because
they keep on
they know that
checking
we
my
can
page.
link them all together. They know
Yeah.
that we can link them all together, and it's more than 8 of them.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
more than enough room for an investigation on the RICO Act.
They. I can count right now at least 5 to 7 people that are linked to that shit.
Hmm.
Like, it's so obvious.
And that's not even including the investigation that is going on right now for
Mhm.
that cruelty free music.org. There's an investigation. It's the reason why you don't hear Jaguar talk about that cruelty free.org nonprofit organization, because there's an investigation on that right now. 70% of that money did not go back into the organization. They're looking into that right now. That's why she's not mentioning it no more. That's why you don't hear her mention the nonprofit organization anymore, because that
That is
nonprofit
true.
organization is under investigation.
I need to go check this out because that cruelty free thing, the only song I've ever heard her do for that shit was the Ada song.
That nonprofit organization is under investigation. That's why they sitting here playing this whole song and dance, trying to play cleanup.
Damn. I'm just trying to understand who put them up to all of this. What's the point? Like, what's the goal at the end of all of this? What's the fucking goal?
I think they can control chaos. You got
But
to
they
think
cannot.
about it. Controversy sells.
Mm-hmm.
Who the only person that stands to make money out of the controversy is the person that's creating it. So they're creating controversial things because controversy sells. They don't care about the players. They don't care about the people involved. New faces come in every day. New people come in every day that don't know what's going on, right? They don't care about the people that they lost because they already used us all up. They already used us for what they're going to use us for. So they want the
And the
new
contrary,
people.
we're annoying. We're supposed to be expired. We're supposed to be gone.
We're supposed to be gone. You're not supposed to
Mhm.
have your account, and I'm not supposed to be around to speak about
No,
it.
we're
And
not.
we
We're
damn
supposed to
sure
be
ain't supposed to be
gone.
popping up on each other's panel because we don't like each other. So they thought that I was going to operate in my feelings and say, I don't care what y'all do to Maggie. They thought you were going to operate in your feelings and say, I don't care what y'all do with Ralph, right? It didn't happen like that. Why? Because
Yeah,
they're
because
not
at the end of
dealing
the
with
day, we
people.
fucking know each other. And I was like, this makes no sense.
They're not dealing with their
Mm.
average group of people that they're used to dealing with. They're dealing with actual people who has a moral compass, a sense of dignity, so on and so forth. So they're used to dealing. That's why Jaguar said that she wanted to deal with spectrum-based people, because it's easier to manipulate them.
And I am on the spectrum.
Why do you
That
think she
explains
dealt
why
with?
she was on
Why
my
do you
ass.
think she had Legina Gold? Why do you think she had her
Mhm.
son? These was the spectrum-based people that she was manipulating.
I am a spectrum based person.
And she was trying to manipulate you.
Yeah.
The knot is mentally special. That's why she manipulated the knot. Ronnie Bo. Ronnie Bo is, he takes perk 30. So therefore his chemical imbalance of his brain is off, right? Big homie CC. He pops e-pills. He's a drug addict. She used the people like that because she knows she can either blackmail them or manipulate their mind in order to believe that what she's doing or saying is right. That's why she's, if you go back to December 24th, that's why she was selling Spectrum based toys, fidget spinners,
Yes, I remember
poppers.
those.
Those are for spectrum based kids. The fidget spin, the popper, the little plopper things, all of that stuff that she was trying to do, she was trying to open up the door for them to bring in kids. Remember, she said they were going to do SMRs or whatever and find the frequency of Grace's voice or whatever was in her throat. Oh, we're
I
going to
remember
find
that
the
shit.
frequency in your throat. And we're going to teach these kids so much magic and so on and so forth. Y'all don't remember them eerie ass conversations that her and Grace was having about our kids? When Jaguar was like, send the money, send the money, send the money. But they were really talking about sending our kids to them. That was December. That was when I came into the picture when I realized like, oh snap, they're playing on our kids. They're trying to attract the kids. Jaguar had a whole website that did not have her phone number on there. When you go look up jaguarrighteffect.com, it had Wolf Coochie's phone number on there. When you call the number, it was AP Technologies. When I exposed their scam, basically you got the kids calling and then you got Wolf Coochie picking up saying, if you would like to meet Jaguar, tell me your location, tell me where you're at, and we can come pick you up to meet Jaguar. That's a fucking scam. That means y'all are setting kids up to call this number thinking that they're about to get in touch with Jaguar, and then they get in touch with a man who says that they can lead them to Jaguar, and then they come up missing. Same thing that they looking for her out of Atlanta for. A bunch of kids came up missing. Who was the Uber driver? Jaguar was the Uber driver. Go look at how many people came up missing while she was doing Uber driving. That's what they're afraid of getting out. The truth. They're afraid of that truth getting out. That she set up fake CPS to knock on people's doors and pretend like they were CPS. That she set up situations where people got their kids taken away. And then when they called DSS, DIFUS, they said, we don't have no case like that. And their kids just came up missing. Why? Because Jaguar is putting people in other people's lives in order to snatch their kids away, sell them to whatever, and do whatever. This game is bigger than what y'all think. They never exposed any trafficking, but they're on here speaking about trafficking. Make that make sense. You never seen Big Homie CC taking pictures with the kids that was trafficked. You never seen Jaguar Wright take pictures with the kids that she says she saved, right? That means they are the ones doing the trafficking. How do you not see that?
Sincerely, I kind of do.
You
I
was
have
almost
I have a
trafficked.
feeling.
You about came to the United States for Ronnie Bo and she was gonna traffic your ass. What is you talking about?
Yes. Okay, that too. But I feel like all of them, it's like there is like actual thing going on. They keep on looking at women and it's like they're evaluating us,
Hmm.
evaluating how malleable we are, evaluating like our body part, if we're pretty enough, if we have firm boobs, or if we have taken in a lot of D, or like there is like a lot. It's weird.
I'm trying to tell you. You gotta look
And
at it
I
like
know I was going to be teleported. Shut up.
we never for someone that advocates for this stuff or whatever she call
Mhm.
herself doing, why we ain't never see in 5 years that she been on here, why we ain't never see one successful case. Name one successful case. From the
Yeah.
Nature Boy
Yeah.
situation to the Effie Berry situation to the nosy hoe situation. Name one case that turned out successful. Name one case with Big Homie CC that turned out successful. Name any cases around that group that turned out successful. You can't do it.
and those people are connected to weirdos.
Hmm.
Like Quiet Storm was already in that environment before I came in. That's how I knew of him because he was going on people's platform. Because I do believe that Too Strong is connected to Jag because they exposed Jag a little and then they stopped. It's like for me, Jag's role and the operation is to act like an antagonist or someone they want to expose, but they never really do. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, the way this whole thing is planning out.
Hmm.
Jaguar was supposed to be exposing the big fish, and now she's worried about content creators. That
Yep.
don't make sense. That doesn't make sense. If somebody's, you know, you're supposed to be focused on those big fish. It doesn't make sense. So none of this really makes sense to me
Yeah. Why
because
would Lionel B try to sue me?
it doesn't make sense. You have to. I stopped looking at the
Hmm.
things that didn't make sense and just started picking up the things that do make sense. What makes sense is that this is a whole organization
Yeah.
that, you know, funds each other's content basically by sending people to different people. You think it's a reason why Love Jones pops up on my TikTok and pops up over there? That's not a coincidence that Love Jones pops up on my TikTok. That's not a coincidence that Storm Monroe hit me back on an email. These are not coincidence that Sherelle and Perry come on my panel 2 times. I'm a nobody, wasn't even monetized. What was the point of them coming over there on my panel? This is somebody with a 500,000 subscribers on her panel. If you're going to spend 5 hours on YouTube, why not spend 5 hours on your own panel to bring in your money? Why you go to a panel that's not bringing in no money for 5 hours?
You think
And
they wanted to recruit you for what?
no, they were trying to attack my page. It was like they like somebody put them on to me and told them to go take that page down. Because they didn't do it on their own. It wasn't them. Somebody else told them to go attack my page. That's how I know it's a hit list out for content creators, right? You're on the list, I'm on the list. There was no reason for them to come over to my page. If anything, why didn't she host a panel and have me guest on her panel so she can get the funds for it? There's no money coming out of my page. It's not like I paid them to come over there $5,000 or paid them for an interview or anything, right? When they found out the next day that the page was still up, that's when they came back again and wanted to redo it. That was when
Because
Perry.
I remember you going on their channel, but it was always extremely serious.
I
And
went
when they
on their
came on,
panel
yeah,
because the Knot contacted me and said,
yeah,
Sherelle likes the information that you're putting out about Jaguar and
but
they
it was
want you to.
never dangerous to their channel because how they were talking on your channel was it was to be for your channel to be taken.
Exactly. You remember when I went to her
Yeah.
panel, I was professional, didn't
Yes.
use certain words, didn't
Yeah.
make attacks on people. But when they came to my panel, they made sure that they got the time stamps down where Perry was calling you FAT, where Donat was calling you FAT, when Donat tried to get you to come over and post your body over there. These was markers that they were putting to try to say that I was showing this over there, that the same thing that he said Jaguar does, which is go on people's panel and say all the things that they know that they can strike you for, is the same thing that he did. And then he wasn't even smart because he told me to change the title of it so it can make it easier for him to look it up. So I changed the title of it on one page, but I didn't change the title on the other page. So when he looked it up, he only was able to strike one page. That's how I exposed him. I told him, I said, if YouTube would have did this, then YouTube would have struck both pages. The fact that one page got struck and not the other tells me that this is not YouTube doing this. And because you told me what title to put, that was so you can find the video faster so you can strike the page. The page was getting struck that night, like right after I did it, the page was getting struck. Guess who called me on the phone to verify the knot?
So not.
Calls me on the phone. Did something happen to your page? I don't see that video up anymore. What he
Oh,
didn't know is I knew that he was setting me up. So as soon as the live ended, I went and put the video on private. So now he's calling me, trying to get me to take the video off private so he can strike it.
I know Donat is part of something because how he was trying to manage me is weird as fuck.
Hmm.
This is insane.
It's crazy because Dani Robertson did the same thing. I was wondering why back in January of 2025, the Knot sent me a message and he was like, "Hey, you can use my content if you want. You can play my lives if you want." And I found that odd. I said, "Why would I play your live? Like I know that you have a sound on your live that's copywritten. So as soon as they hear baby dookie butt, baby dookie butt, I'm gonna get struck. So why would I play your live?" Right? But he was saying that so he can do the same thing Dani Robertson did to you. Accumulate enough videos of me using his live so when he get tired of me, he can go back and strike all those old videos. The only problem is I
Yeah.
never did it. I never used his live.
Yeah, because he taught me how to strike people, like do the timestamp thing and doing all of this. He wanted me to do it to 82.
Hmm. Remember
I never did
his
because I
whole
don't believe
plan
in
was to take
striking.
AT2's page down, take my page down. He thought that if he destroyed our pages from the inside out, he was going to get so much more money. But then what happened? Do you see him on YouTube anymore? No. He had to go to a whole nother platform.
He is on YouTube still, I think.
No, he's not. That's a fan page that's trying to get people to go to Twitch. So that's somebody that's recording his Twitch live and playing it on YouTube to try to tell people to go over to Twitch.
Hmm. And that's interesting because if he knows how to strike people and if he knows all of this, same for Jag, why would they not strike Danny? Why is her page still up?
Because they're all working together. Remember, Jaguar said that Danny Robinson and did not know each other personally. They met in real life. You didn't know that? That's why I said you got to look before we came over here. You got to look at what was going on before we came over here. You got to go back. See, if you just go back to our history, you're going to stay confused. But if you go back to the history of YouTube, then you'll come out of confusion. You'll realize like, oh shit.
It's enormous. Like, do you know about all about because think I think at the end of the day we're gonna find out that one of the top is Tasha K. And do you know all about the tea?
Yeah.
She's part of it. I think Danny is connected to that person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like it's
Tasha K.
enormous.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they're cracking down on a lot of this stuff. Look at Tokyo Tony. Tokyo Tony, the police just knocked on Tokyo Tony door. FBI just knocked on Tokyo Tony door about terroristic threats. So they're not playing with this whole internet thing no more. Some of these people are under investigation and feds are going to start knocking on doors. Why? Because this is interfering with a lot of investigations, like a lot of federal investigations. They can't even do investigations right. Why do you think the Diddy trial went bust? We looking for oil we looking for baby oil with chemicals in it. We looking for they ain't talk about none of that stuff in the trial. Half of the stuff that Jaguar Wright was talking about, they
Hmm.
didn't mention none of that in the trial.
Yeah, because she was trying to lead a campaign of disinformation.
Exactly. So if that's why they gave her an award, because she did it. She did what they didn't think she can do, which is create an age of disinformation. Remember, everybody was searching for the truth behind conspiracy theories, MK Ultra, do weapons, uh, Project Bluebeam, whether the Earth is flat or round. Everybody started talking about those conspiracy theories. She mixed up gossip, hip hop gossip with conspiracy theories. And then the next thing you know, a conspiracy theory is just where all these elites are putting their private parts at. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's gossip. But she was able to create a system of disinformation by making people believe all of these lies, which stopped us from focusing on the truth. Because now we believe in all of these lies, and all of these lies is just mixed up information that Jaguar used from her history of hip hop. Trying to say Big L this, Jay Z that. Anybody can tell you Foxy Brown and them was getting it. Anybody can tell you that they was 15 years old going through that. Anybody that looks back and go watch the P. Diddy videos of 1995 can see that in 1995 they had a woman standing at the damn urinal taking a piss in the Biggie video, right? Any of us that's a part of American history can tell us the same thing that
Because with
Jaguar
me, let's
writes.
say she got it with the fact that I don't know American history.
Right.
Hmm.
So she's able to use that for the people that's in UK. That's why she want to go into another country and tell about America history. Because here in America, we already know the history. We already know that she manipulating shit. But the people outside the country, they don't know that she's manipulating and rewriting the history to make herself seem important in it all.
But the people in America are, because people in America already know, because I think Jag is cast as the person that you're supposed to discover that she is lying, she is this, she is that.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who go against her, then those people look like they are telling the truth,
Mm-hmm.
like Dani Robertson,
Mm-hmm.
like Too Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like those people are working with her because they're part of a whole system together.
But she's telling them like they can only put out a certain amount of information. They can't expose her relationship with her son. They can't expose the fact
Hell
that
no,
they can't expose none of that. These are like
no.
so when
They
it
say
comes to this,
only
she gave them a list of things like,
superficial thing. They
yeah,
only think superficial thing.
it's a limit. Like they can only like say so much because it's a gimmick and you know what I mean? They're not going to expose the deep stuff that she was in a relationship with her older son. That her youngest son might be the offspring of her oldest son and hers relationship. They're not going to go into none of that. Remember, Sam was a gay man. She was in a bearded relationship with Sam. Sam was pretending to be with Jaguar, but going out with all these guys as an image. Wasn't even pounding Jaguar or nothing.
Because there's also a rumor that, and like I said, rumor, supposition, I don't know her personal life, but I heard of the rumor that the first son was, the father would be her
Her
father.
father.
That's a lot of fatherly love. Oh, Jésus, Marie Joseph. Listen, those for me, like that is a rumor, because I'm not gonna do a DNA test on any of those people. I don't know where Ralph went. Drop the link, okay? But I know there is something weird about Jag. I know that she's clearly saying that she used to have girls or something like that. I do feel that there is something with her. Button. Okay, hi.
My fault, my fault. My
Okay.
I got these big ass fingers. I keep on trying to click on small buttons on the damn thing, but keep on hitting
Oh,
the wrong buttons because I gotta hit the other button to check the chat when they speaking and stuff. But that's my apologies.
that's fine. But yeah, no, I know those rumors. I didn't know about the rumor for Sam Jr. But
Mm-hmm.
doesn't Sam Jr. look like his dad?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean
Hmm.
like
The grandpa.
you think?
I think if you look back
I
at
need to
this,
look at those people.
I mean, even going by Goomba being her third cousin, it's some weird stuff going on. Goomba's your third cousin and you married your third cousin. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. Y'all, they might not be trying to address it, but it's some weird stuff going on. The fact that she makes all her boyfriends watch guy on guy porn as she does it to him, like that's weird stuff going on. Yeah, Goomba said that he had to watch guy on guy porn in order to yeah, that's why she was pegging them and more shit. Yeah, putting fingers in their butt and all types of stuff. That's why Wolf Coochie can't go nowhere. Wolf Coochie out there getting the same thing Jaguar getting. Why do you think he was so flirtatious with AT2? Why do you think he blushed whenever he talked about the knot? Pay attention.
I've heard rumors that Odell is a little fruity, let's say.
Rumors my ass. You could say they rumors. If you want, you could say they
Yeah.
rumors. That woman did not leave him for no reason.
Oh,
She was doing everything. She was doing everything in the house. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
She didn't just leave him for no reason. You know? She the you do you see Odell going to any concerts, any of those black culture things that he was going to when he was with his
No.
previous wife? Do you see him sitting down at the Olive Garden taking pictures of Muay Thais and good cakes and stuff like that? No, he's sitting in a dark corner with Jaguar in a Chinese restaurant sucking down shrimp that they pretending is people's penises.
Yes, I remember. Yo, that,
Yeah. Think about that. You go on a date night with somebody and they say, what this remind you of? And then she say, Ralph's member. You never even seen my member for a shrimp to remind you of my member. And then he's holding my member in his hand as she goes to deep throat it. That's weird as shit. That means you're holding my member in your hand as Jaguar deep throats my member. That's weird shit.
and it was
For a
weird because
date night, they
she
did that.
wanted Kai. She wanted Kai to come to Las Vegas to be mentored by Odell.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. She gave Ronnie Bo some head. She thought by sucking Ronnie Bo's penis, it was gonna make you jealous. So she gave Ronnie Bo some head.
Allegedly, and why are you saying this?
Why am I saying it?
Yes,
Because Jaguar is a sick individual and people needs to know.
but how do you know she would give him some?
Because on the show that she did with Nick the Mountain Goat, she was bragging about how she did something to piss you off because she knew that you had a crush on Ronnie Bo or whatever the case may be. That's why the last time
I had
she
no crush on Ronnie
I
Bo.
know, but remember the last time you seen her, she was like, Maggie, I got a surprise for you, Maggie. Guess who's here with me? Ronnie Bo
Yeah,
is here with me. You remember that
yes,
interaction? That was her
it was
payback.
really weird.
That was her payback. She was showing you that she had Ronnie Bo there, the person who hit on you, sent you music, and you was expecting a dick pic from, right?
I
So
was
she was
not.
showing you, like,
Mhm,
look who I got. Not expecting a dick pic, but
mhm.
she was saying that whatever was next, right? So she was showing you him as to tease you, to say, look what I got in my possession, right? Your boyfriend's here. You know how they did in high school when they was jealous of you or something like that. They would go try to date the person that you like and say, I got him first or whatever the case may be. So
Oh
she
my
went and
god!
did some shit with Ronnie, and then that was to piss you off. That was supposedly make you jealous to say, oh, he's with this nice woman and da 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 da. And it was all bull crap. It was
Why
all
would
bull
I
crap.
be jealous?
They know what line of work they in. They know she been had Ronnie Bo from Wisconsin, from the gangs that she was messing with in Chicago and all of that stuff. Ronnie Bo been supplying her, right? She probably messed with Ronnie Bo 17 years ago because they knew each other for a long ass time, right? The history of these people is there. Look at the history. Go back to Big Homie CC. Big Homie CC said that he wanted to work with Ali Carter. He was blackmailing Jaguar to set him up to work with Ali Carter. Remember, Jaguar said that on your page. Jaguar said that she was going to have Big Homie Cece pick up somebody for her, but
Yes.
Big Homie Cece said that he didn't want to do it unless he was able to get content with Ali Carter. Remember that?
Oh wow. No, I don't remember that. I remember the first part.
That's why your page is not here no more.
Yeah.
Because all of that stuff that was said on your page about her dating her third cousin, Goomba being her third cousin,
Yes.
about her admitting that she made sure those girls got home every night
Yeah.
from the strip club, right? But we know
Yeah.
Jaguar ain't got no license. How is the person with no license driving people home? Doesn't make sense, right? None of what she said made sense, but that's why your page is not here no more, because now there's no history of this stuff that don't make sense. Same thing with Storm
Exactly.
Monroe.
Including her saying that she set up Ali Carter. Like there's a bunch of things that she was saying.
They needed that page going. They could not
Hmm.
have your page with the history of everything. Remember, they set up Bonnie and made it seem like they were having a secret conversation about Ali Carter, and then Bonnie was the
Yeah.
one that leaked the
Was
information
it
about Ali
Amber?
Carter.
Amber, not Bonnie.
Oh
Amber.
yeah, Amber, Amber. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Hmm.
At that time, y'all was saying Bonnie and Amber was the same person, but yeah, Amber.
Yo, we were saying Amber, MB, Bonnie. Oh my god.
Like Salma, Bonnie, Amber, they're all the same
Yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, that was Amber. I remember because they're now trying to pin it on me again.
Right. Think about that. Why do you think they're rewriting history and eliminating the real villains?
Like now I am the villain in the Amber situation when Amber was getting destroyed on Jag's channel.
Right. That's why I
And
keep
I
on
was in
saying
fact
like
the only nice one.
it don't make sense. And the only
Mhm.
thing that makes it make sense is the fact that it's organized. That's the only
Yes.
thing that will make it make sense if you see the organization in it. Think about it. Danny
No, it's
Robinson
organized.
exposed the knot 4 years ago. Danny
Mhm.
Robinson exposed the knot. How y'all still working together?
He sent her the cease and desist he sent me.
Think about that. How are they still working together? Do you know these people are so foolish that they sent out group
Tasha K was
emails?
Tasha K was encouraging Donald to sue what's his name?
Amron Wiggins?
That man.
Mm-hmm. Tasha K got more to do with this black tea sector than anybody.
Fuck yes.
And
And
that
I
leads
could
and
bet
that leads
a
back to
lot that she
AdWords.
gave money to get like or someone gave I don't know because it's just weird. How did Donald get out of jail? Who paid his caution? Is that how
I'm
you say it in
telling you,
English? Is
they are
bail
all
money?
in it together. It's the same reason why they paid for Jaguar to get out of jail. They are all in this shit together. They are all in it together. It's the same reason why the same people that wanted Jaguar to get locked up also contribute to her getting out. For content. They need each other for content. That's why they bring up each other's name. That's why it's Danny Robinson this, Danny Robinson that, right? You notice that the Knot was talking about this first, and now, this person's talking about it. That person's talking. They all are in this together, you know?
Yo, Donut went and created a whole storyline about nothing. He decided to become my enemy for nothing. I was his only ally in the
He
sector.
thought that he didn't need you no more. You helped
Yep.
him get, he thought
Yeah, he
that
was
you helped
back
him
in
get
the
rid of
good
me,
grace of the troll
right?
farm because he
Think
was
about it.
good with
All of
OKP.
them disappeared. Carl disappeared from the Discord. He was
Who?
the not Dubai boyfriend. Carl Francisco. Remember, Carl Francisco was on your panel
Oh,
one
yes.
time. That's the Not's boyfriend from Dubai.
Oh, wow.
You didn't know that? That was his secret
No.
boyfriend from Dubai.
No, all I know about him is it's that I say Cole when I think about him, but that's about it.
No, that was his secret boyfriend from Dubai.
I knew I remember I think he was a mod or was he was
He just somebody that popped up after the whole Lady T situation. When
yeah,
Denat
like
started falling out with Lady T and started falling out with Blanca,
yes,
that's where
which one?
this person popped up out
Though
of.
that Bell amount was $1 million. Yes, I saw the proof. Like Bell was how much? I forgot. Quarter of $1 million? No, how much was it? I forgot. Does someone remember how much was his fucking bail? I just know it was a lot. But what were you saying, Ralph?
Yeah, that Dubai situation, like he came over to the Discord and started trauma bonding in the Discord, trying to say
Yes,
all
he
types of
did.
stuff about the knot because he knew that, by him putting himself around me or whatever, he knew that it was going to piss the knot off. All these people was doing this to piss the knot off. They didn't care about me. They cared about pissing the knot off. Like all the people who had grudges against the knot, that's all they came to the Discord for, was to try to tell me like you shouldn't be messing with the knot. You better hurry up and turn on him before he turn on you and da 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 da. And I'm just like, I don't care. Let that man do whatever he gonna do.
Hmm.
And
And
that's
yes,
how
it
it
was
really
250K, but he had to pay, like, normally you have to pay, like, I don't know, 5%. I don't remember the.
250K. That
Mhm.
mean they would have had to pay 10% or 5% of that.
No, not because it was his second time. So now he
Oh, he
had
was
to
already
go with.
on bond.
Hmm. So now he had to go with like a special thing where he paid like 1%, but it was I don't remember. It was a really complicated bound that only existed in
Most likely
California.
somebody put some property up. That's what it seems like.
Exactly. Someone had to have property. So I was
Yeah,
like,
somebody
"Who?
put property up.
Where? How is he going to find that person?" And then he did.
I don't know. We would have to contact the bail bondsman to find out who
Hmm.
signed that bail bonds in order to put their property up for him. Because somebody
Yeah.
put property up for him. He might have
Yes.
to make payments towards the bail bondsman, ABC, whoever it is, but somebody put property up for him.
Like I think it was like a cool 25K for him to get out. Okay. And I'm like, wait. Who put that money for him? That's insane.
And he don't even have a house. How the hell did the
Thank you.
how the
Like he
hell
had to
did the
find one or two people that could like vouch for him, and they needed to have collateral like houses. I was like, where the fuck is he gonna find out that all that?
Who do you think?
And then
What
he
you think it
did.
was Tasha K or you think it was Whack 100?
I thought it was Tasha K because she's invested because he had to go to trial with Armand Wiggins, and Tasha K is obsessed with Armand Wiggins.
Oh, so you think she got the knockout to fight the Armo Wiggins situation for her? That
Yes.
makes sense. That makes sense. Art of War, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Mhm. Because she kept on pushing him, like, and I think at one point he told me on Twitch, Cardi B retweeted or shared his thing. No, not Cardi B, the other one, Nicki
Nicki
Minaj.
Minaj. Nicki Minaj,
Mhm.
yeah.
And I was like, at the same moment you're going against Armand, that's when Nicki Minaj is sharing your shit.
But that's what I'm telling you. Like, this is like, think about like A class celebrities and then D class celebrities, whatever class celebrities, these people probably seen, the knot in some of these back rooms. You know what I mean? The knot is a party boy. He went to these Diddy parties. He was involved with some of these celebrity parties and sucking and fucking. That's why they're used to his face. They're used to seeing him. You know what I mean? So they know that he's, part of that Hollywood lifestyle or whatever you want to call it. You know, it's it's almost like they have a list of people who already participated in the bullshit, so they give them a little bit of traction here and there. You know what I mean?
But Donat is hard to control. I think that's why he was out for a long time.
But that's why he got kicked out of the other the what is that the other thing that they was a part of when he was stalking that dude from the other application, something yard, whatever that other yard was with Whack 100 and them. Where
Hmm.
before he came to YouTube, he was on another platform. I forget the name of it.
Me too. I know what you're talking about, but I forgot the name.
But he stalked somebody
Yeah.
over there.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like for me, I'm like, I think he was part of the troll farm. I think they threw him out, and then he got close to me, and he went to like Armand Wiggins sued him, and I think that was his ticket to come back into the fray with the troll farm by interaction with official Kingpin. Because before that moment, him and official Kingpin were not talking, but then they became friendly, and then he, threw me out, like blocked me and shit.
Danny is silly as hell. I was gonna say if the not been to a Diddy party, then Jaguar swim to Epstein Island.
Motherfucker, shut up!
Shut up.
Listen, he
And
has a
Lamisa
six pack.
and Lamisa what? And Lamisa really did have
I think it was Bigo. Was it Bigo? You see, Daddy
Yo,
Daddy, you need to be bestie now. You keep on
that's
laughing
terrible,
together.
Danny. I don't
What?
even know what to say about that. Like, you right though, because if you believe these people want to make themselves of importance. They believe that they hold some type of gate over here on YouTube. And I have to agree with Sarah said. Sarah said that it seems like there's more content creators pushing
Clubhouse.
narratives for celebrities. So maybe the celebrities are throwing a little bit of, subscriptions or something that way, even for a shout out.
I absolutely believe that. Like,
Yeah,
don't you
yeah.
remember the Nosy Ho thing?
The knot will paint a narrative just for a shout out by like academic or
Mhm.
somebody like that. That's all he want is a shout out. So
Yeah,
he'll lie on 17 people for one person just to say his name. You know what I mean?
but it is celebrity that because I know because of Nosy Ho. You know Nosy Ho?
Yeah.
So Nosy Ho was with Jack, but she also was an enemy of Nicki Minaj. In fact, Jack came after Nosy Ho. Like she wanted to be part of the of Nosy Ho's like entourage.
Jaguar protected all them celebrities. When Essie Berry told Jaguar that she was
Mhm.
going against Steve Harvey, Jaguar contacted somebody from Steve Harvey camp and tore down Essie Berry to save Steve Harvey. So if you looking at it, it's like Jaguar is out here trying to find out the victims of the celebrities so she can attack the victims of the celebrities. You don't
And
notice
destroy
that?
their reputation.
And destroy
Because
their
after
reputations.
Jag Nosy is destroyed, Danny
Yep.
came after her, a bunch of shit happened.
Yep. So she's out here, destroying the reputations of anyone who's speaking out against all that stuff that took place. Anyone who's finding the strength to speak out about anything that might have took place in the 90s, then the 2000s. Once they opened up the door for people to pull out old cases. Jaguar and them are literally distractions. They're trying to find out who the victims are so they can threaten and scare the victims and also blackmail the celebrities and say, hey, I got somebody that got this situation against you. But if you send me 3,000, I can make them go away. Why you think ain't no new victims pop up?
Hmm.
You don't see one success story come from Jaguar.
Nope.
Name one success story.
All the victim that ever went to her come out traumatized. I forgot the name of
Traumatized and
the
running for their life.
yeah, the woman that was literally a runner. I
You
forgot
know?
her name.
That's what I'm
And that
saying.
Jack did the whole I am in the hospital.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Think about that. She tried to say that lady, no, you was sending people you sent Wolf Coochie to watch her at her hotel. Why you send Wolf Coochie to watch her at her hotel? I would have up and got the hell up out of there too. Who y'all watching me for?
Yo, like. trying to make sure that she never come out and tell her story again.
Yeah. Talking about something. I sent Wolf Coochie to the hotel. She wasn't there. Yeah, she wasn't supposed to be there. She was supposed to run like hell as
She
soon as
was
she
supposed to
realized.
be doing an interview, not being in a weird ass hotel, and then hearing her say that Jack is not a model. You, he is not ugly, Danny. Okay, so people will f you if you look a certain way, and Donald did a lot to attain the look that those type of people would be into. Like you cannot be dark skin, you cannot have a big nose, and he removed all of that. He became orange, and he now has a smaller nose.
And he got his teeth done. And he takes penis.
Exactly. No, not everyone is attractive in their own way, Golden. Not to them. Okay. Thank you, Danica. Make it rain, make it rain. But yeah, no, not everyone is attractive in their own way. That is a lie, not to them. Okay, we're talking to the about the lizard people.
Now,
Okay.
I think what you're saying is someone will find anybody attractive. Like somebody's going to find these people attractive. They might not be attractive, but somebody will find them attractive. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, maybe her, but no, me, what I'm saying is that if you fit a certain model type, the lizard people will F you. Like, do you take D? Are you not too dark? Do you have a six pack? Like they are high out of their mind. It ain't that hard.
I ain't gonna lie, like I was scared because the knock was calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking at my phone like, yo, why is this dude calling me 2 o'clock in the morning? Why is he calling me 3 o'clock in the morning? This ain't making no sense. Now I gotta think like, okay, if it's 3 o'clock here on the East Coast, then it's only 12 o'clock on the West Coast, right? So he's calling me at 12 o'clock, or if it's 2 o'clock, then it's 11 o'clock over there. He's calling me, but I
That's
was
why she's the driver, Danny. I ain't saying she's the one giving it up. And I bet that when she was younger, yeah, people will F her. She was hot. Well, hot.
hell no, hell
When she
no.
was young, she wasn't that
Oh
bad,
yeah,
right?
when she was younger, yeah, probably when she was younger.
Okay, so yo, come on, guys.
But if she
I've
pull
been
up
around
now
the
with that
lizard
black
people.
bra, ain't no way.
Hmm?
Ain't no way. If Jaguar pull up now with that black bra, there's no way
No, no,
somebody
no.
is.
It's like let's look at let's say Lagina Gold. We know she wouldn't be taken there. La Misha, she wouldn't be taken there. They don't have the aesthetic. They need to do more. They need to do surgery first.
Have you seen Lamisha?
That's what I'm saying.
I can't believe that she said that she was the person on that table.
Okay, yeah, that was fucked up. But she just doesn't have the aesthetic of those people. That's what they want.
When I seen Lamisha, never mind.
Listen, it's just not the aesthetic that they want. Okay, we know the aesthetic that they want. It's the thing that they keep on telling us is what is attractive. And that ain't black people. The more black you look, the less attractive you are to those people.
When I seen Lamisha, she had on this motherfucking halter top. And when I say everything was sticking out of every direction,
Oh my God.
I'm thinking, they snatch your ass up 2 times? Nah, nah. You lying.
No, because we saw her when she was young. And I can tell when I'm can no,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
no. Where I can tell you, Jag, yeah. Do not after surgery,
They
yeah.
lying. They picked the worst people to try to play these roles. Ain't no fucking way.
No, but are we supposed to take that seriously? It's like Lagina Gold. Were we supposed to take that seriously in any type of way?
Look, Gina Gold wasn't even around for Aaliyah. Matter of fact, that was a slap in the face to Aaliyah for her to
You
come
don't look
out.
alike at all.
Don't look nothing like Aaliyah. Barely speaking English, talking about some Leah, that's my mom. No, that is not. And then Jaguar comes out. I'm gonna believe her until I found out otherwise. This is going to be Aaliyah's and R.
She said
Kelly's.
that Lagina looks like the grandmother or the mother of R. Kelly.
Mm-mm,
Like she was windmilling for what's her name, Lagina,
mm-mm. Legina
and
Gold, no way. She took on that story because she thought that she can grift out of it and make money, and she did make money off of that story for a while. But there's no way you can fool the people that was around for Aaliyah. We was here for Aaliyah. You mean to tell me your mom is an R&B singer, your dad is an R&B singer, and you can't sing for shit?
yo, it can happen. Okay, you can. Talent is not genetic, but
Listen
it's
to me.
just that she don't look like
Listen
none
to
of
me.
them.
Listen to
I
me.
don't think people were supposed to fall for it. It was a storyline. I think, like I said, I think Jag and the troll farm is always cast as the person you go after. So there are some people that will look more serious because they go against Jag and her bullshit. So the people that denounce her and say, that's not true, that's not true, then when she's proved right, it looks like she is like the person is smart or the person is righteous. Like I think that's what they do with, let's say, Danny, because I'm like, Dani Robertson is lying all the time, but she will tell the truth kind of about Jag.
I don't know. Like you gotta look at how long these people been on here making money,
Yeah,
receiving their checks. They gotta protect their investment or whatever it is. So the bullshit lies that they're spilling out, they gotta protect those lies. They gotta,
yeah,
cover up those lies. And you gotta look at it like they're all working together in
they
some
are.
sort of way because they're feeding each other content. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Okay,
So
I
you want
think that was a storyline, and they knew that sending her with Jag would give her popularity because Jag is popular. People follow her. And they know that if you debunk Jag, which is part of the whole grift, you look more serious. You look like an Avenger.
so basically they put
Mm.
the people around Jag that they wanted to discredit.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like that's what I believe. I'm like, yo, it's part of the storyline. I was supposed to just be a storyline for 5 seconds and then disappear.
You remember when Jaguar sent that email out saying that Ronnie Bo was the person who got that girl to say that Jay-Z was a part of it? She put that email out saying that Ronnie Bo set that girl up to go say that stuff about Jay-Z because he was locked up with R. Kelly and he wanted Jay-Z to look worse than R. Kelly.
Mm.
She sent the email out like that, blaming everything on Ronnie Bo, and
Yep.
then popped up with Ronnie Bo.
There you go.
What
The
the hell?
Ronnie Bo appeared on the blue fucking couch and you know.
Yeah, think about that. And then you got the big homie CCs and the 607 unks that came out of that whole
Mhm.
situation. Like, and that's not even including, Ray J's uh girls club or gagency. That's not even including the stuff that Ray J and Whack 100 got going on. That's the not is a part of that. That's not even including the Krishan Rock situation with her ex and how they set him up, ran him around. The knot was a part of that setup.
Wow. You
Yeah,
know,
the knot
Donut
was a part of
said
that
that Big
setup.
Homie CC was also zesty
Big
and
homie
was
CC being
trying
zesty.
to, yeah,
Yeah,
towards
big
him.
homie CC zesty. Nobody said. Big homie CC said he only been with two women his whole life.
What?
Why would you say you only been with two women your whole life?
Was he married?
He was engaged to somebody, but she left him because she said he walked too slow. She she said she said he. She,
Listen, Ozzy, I will say Ali Carter looks more like Tupac than Lagina looks like Aaliyah.
I guess you could say that.
Come
But then
on.
again, why Ali Carter is not in these cases? Like if everything's getting exposed, Ali Carter's case should be coming up.
No, like Ali Carter is lying. Like they're all lying. They're all Asian. Like this, I don't know what this little girl have to do with any of this. I don't think she is with Jag, so I don't know what's her role in all of this.
I
But
think Jag might have seen her and how she, and then decided to come up with that same type of narrative, you know, that Ali Carter came up
with Lagina Gold,
with like exposing the industry and everything like that. Because at one
yeah.
point, Ali Carter was like the only one really exposing the industry, and then Jaguar came out in 2020.
So they saw that disinformation and people saying, "I saw things." That's good.
Yes. So Jaguar started making it seem like she was on DJ Khaled's boat when he was sucking penis, and she knows where all 15 of, you know, Jay-Z's illegitimate children are at, and she
Oh
knows,
my God, yes.
she started coming up with all of that shit when she seen that there was a that people was buying into that. She started selling what people was buying into, you know.
My phone is dying. Do you have a word for the?
No,
No,
I
DJ Khaled is
apologize
more
for
than sexy.
we were supposed to be, celebrating the whole Kimmy victory thing. I apologize for that.
No, that's fine because, like I said, the fight against Danny is gonna take like the end of 2026 because she is someone that will never not try to wiggle herself out of consequences.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we got to see how it plays out because all
Exactly.
it, there it's a lot of wiggling going on right now. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
but she
wiggling.
will need to stop being wiggled. She's wiggling against literally the something that's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
people will know who she is and she will get the consequences of her own action.
Right.
And
Yep.
if she's rich, she's fuck. And if she's poor, she's fuck. I'm like, yo, bitch, like you're fuck.
She's gonna be paying that off forever.
Exactly. I'm like, just Kimmie. Like, because she's not gonna go to the meeting. Whatever what Kimmie asks, it's gonna be given to her.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. I'm just like, I love like talking with you because we were there together from almost the same time and we were played with and we are out of the playing with.
That's what they're afraid of.
Oh
Now
yeah.
that people are coming to the truth of it, that's what they don't want. They don't want those who are still around that know the truth.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep us distracted from linking up with each other to expose the truth.
hmm And they try to put like enemies so that we are focused on someone else, or they try to make us enemy.
Mm-hmm. It's like the not attacking my page and then trying to make it seem like you did it or Danny Robertson do it, so I can go after y'all instead of going after him.
It's him. I didn't. I would. I when I strike people, I will say it.
No, I know that you look. It shows me who struck me, but when
Yeah.
they do it the sneaky way, they
Yeah.
do it through the
Community
the
guideline.
rules. Yeah, they do it through the
Mm-hmm.
rules of the guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
So that way they can hide behind it. Who taught him
Yeah.
that? Sherelle World. She taught him the way
Yes.
to strike people's pages using community guidelines. That's why
Yes.
Jaguar does the same method. She comes up, says a bunch of words that she knows
Yes.
not going to be good for community guidelines. Next thing you know, you getting harassment and bullying or some other form of it. Or they trying to say that you release personal information or show
Mm-hmm.
their picture, so on and so forth. Those are the ways that they've been attacking people.
Yep. And they have been doing
Thumbnails.
that to my page, and they do that to you every day. Like people, like I don't think subscribers understand how fucked up it is every day to wake up and know that your page is in danger because
Knowing
of
that they're
crazy
attacking your
people.
page, it almost make you not want to go live because you know that they're going to attack it.
No, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And you know they're trying so hard to not push you into the algorithm. And I heard them say something like, "Oh, they're blaming us for their failing channel." And I'm like, I'm not blaming anyone for anything about my channel except the fact that obviously you bitches refuse to let me just be me. If I fail my channel, it should be because of me, not because you're start like striking my page every fucking day.
Right, because you making it seem like because you threw the subliminal out there and your followers started striking my page, that don't got nothing to do with you because you sent your follower. I didn't tell them to do it. Technically, I didn't tell them to do it. All I said was you shouldn't be on here, and then they took it upon themselves to go strike your page. No, no, no. If you wouldn't threw no subliminal out there for them to attack my page, you would have never gave them a reason to attack my page to come and try to please you. They're only attacking my page to please you. Same thing with Danny Robinson. All of these
Mhm.
Avengers are brigading and attacking our pages to please
Yeah,
Danny Robinson. So they can go back and tell Danny Robinson, I took care of Maggie. I took care of Ralph the Wise. That's
yeah.
all they want to do is go back and get praisal from their echo chamber. Go back and get their echo chamber to praise them and give them the glory of doing their dirty work.
And of acting like bitches. Like,
None of
why
them.
you proud? Why do you find it pride? Why do you find pride into taking people's pages by being annoying?
Yeah, they're earning their keep, if you would say. Each person
Um,
is like they're showing their loyalty to these people by coming and attacking us. They're showing their
mhm.
loyalty. Think about it. Where did
That's sad.
Snoopy still showing her loyalty to whoever she's showing her loyalty to because Snoopy cannot definitively tell you what her problem truly is with me or you. She
Or
can't tell you that.
golden.
Or Golden. She don't have no real merits behind why she don't like us. We don't know her. It's not like I was walking down an Ireland street and kicked her dog. It's not like I'm her next door neighbor that fucking don't put my trash out every day. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, we did. I didn't even. I. I didn't strike her. I didn't dox her. I didn't. I did. I didn't even. I don't know who she is. I don't care.
because it was all part of the plan. It was a part of their plan to use me to use you to attack me. And then when they thought I was gone, that's why I fell back for 7 months because I wanted to see, okay, if we're not around anymore, let's see who they attack now, right? And they started attacking each other or attacking you. As soon as Ralph the Wise ain't around, we can't do that. Then they started attacking you. And as soon as I pop back up, they want to try to what? Reattach themselves to the Discord story. How?
Exactly. Going back into old story. Like, yo,
Think about it.
let it go.
They brought back up stories that they wasn't even a part of. The Bonnie story, y'all wasn't a part of that story. The
And
Ada
if
story,
they were a part of it, they were on my side.
right?
So I'm
Like
like, why are
at
you
that
acting
time,
brand new as if you didn't know that shit?
exactly. Think about that. At the
Like,
time of the
plotter,
situation,
ridiculous. Plotter, that's ridiculous.
and think about that. At the time of the situation, even at the time of the Jaguar situation, you know, Plotter was There, you took up for Plotter when Jaguar was saying that Plotter had a membership at Dani Robertson's page. You took up for Plotter.
And he betrayed me like
That's what I don't
that's
get. Like,
crazy.
you literally stood in the paint and took up for Plotter when Jaguar was saying that he was a spy from the Atwoods Network or a racist person from the Atwoods Network, because at that time they were pointing out all of the people that came from the Atwoods Network that was racist. Remember? Because at that time, that's when that the one dude, Mike, whatever his name is, he went
Shame.
up, Shane, he went up on AT2's
Oh,
panel and
yeah.
said some stuff. And
Yeah.
then that's when all of that was coming out. The list of people that came from the Atwoods Network. And then that's when Jaguar was asking you, like, where's that list of people that Murph gave you? That's all the racist people. Plotter name was on that list. And you still took up for Plotter.
Yes, because I gave a fuck. And I thought that person was a little owl. I will protect my own. Yo, the number of time I've protected Plotter, the number of time people were telling me Plotter was working with Murph and I took up for him.
But all of them, all of those mods, they came up with an idea. And
Mm-hmm.
their idea was controversy sells. And they
Yep.
sat there and said, hey, we can create controversy with one another and we can
Mhm.
pretend like we beefing. So Snoopy was actually supposed to start beefing with Plotter or outing Plotter, or, but it didn't work out that way. So now they're working together. Nick the Mountain Goat, all of them, they're working together. They don't care
My
about
phone is
beefing with
dying.
each other because they're working together to build controversial content. So they don't care about exposing each other because they're working together to do it. They're trying to rebuild the same network that Atwoods built.
Yo. I will be back tomorrow. Okay. Of course, everyone is invited. The celebration will continue until the 14th of April. But I am at 3%. So
I
love
need
you
that.
all.
Well, as soon as we find out the name, I already got the paperwork and everything ready. I just need to put the names on there, or put
I
her
will
name
give
on
you
there
everything I
and
have for
file that
sure.
shit. As soon as
I
you
will give
find
you
out her
everything I
name,
get.
I need that name ASAP because I got like 5 people. My son,
Mm-hmm.
Levi, Shar, myself, like I got like 5 lawsuits that I'm individually putting in for everybody that was there. Individually, since she wants to play. Let's see.
I
I'll
agree
stack
with
her
you.
ass
Fuck
up
her.
with so much paperwork she won't be out of court until 2046. For real,
She is
watch.
going to say.
Watch.
So yes, guys,
Every
I
time
love
she
you
think a
all.
case is
I am
over,
at
I'm gonna
two
push
percent.
another case into the damn
I will
court.
see you all tomorrow. Love you all. I'm at 1%. Oh my God. Bye.
Have a great night. Plug your phone up.